Everybody heard you say that, acting like you're not even ready or something. How can you try to act like you're not even ready? Shit.
No, because I wasn't, I'm never.
You don't think we had plenty of time to prepare for this? We had all day today to prepare.
Yeah.
I can't even talk, man.
Yeah, because you're saying bullshit.
I'm so frustrated with this stuff. First of all, let me apologize to you. It's important for me to apologize to you because we worked. Hold on, let me turn this sound down a little bit. I see a little bit of red. So, how's that sound, guys? How's that sound? I know I'm a loud person, so let me. All right, turn that down. Keep it in the yellow. Keep it in the yellow. There we go. All right, good. So, yeah, sorry it took so long. We are an hour late, almost an hour 30 late. And I have been having a hell of a time figuring out all of this streaming stuff. I'm self-taught in all these things, and it takes me a little bit longer to figure out how to do this stuff. And some of these things, man, are some of the most obvious things. You just need to take a step back and realize that you made a little teeny error that cost about an hour and a half, and yet here we are. And my error was trusting Jimmy to be here on time. He came an hour and a half late. We had to wait for him. So I don't know. You guys can take that on to him because it's all Jimmy's fault.
True. No, I'm not even going to let you do that. That is the furthest thing from the goddamn truth.
Jimmy's always late. First of all, let me say this. Jimmy, you're always late. And what, you're saying you're not late to the Friday night try? You can't be fashionably late?
I was not late. I was not late at all.
You weren't. He wasn't.
Not this time.
I can't.
Probably the last all the time, but not this time.
Probably the last all the time. I love it.
Whatever. You know what? I think these goddamn people need to be fucking lucky they have us here.
We're lucky. Aren't we all
be thanking us?
Aren't we lucky that we all have each other? So, yeah, so we've been busting our asses. I did have a little bit of technical difficulties. So the technical difficulties actually ended up taking about 30 minutes. The reason why we're an hour late is because tonight, we've been talking about it, Jimbo has been making a bunch, and I mean a lot of anabolic meals. And now an anabolic, I know we've talked about this word previously, but if you're going to be listening to us, we'll talk about anabolic a lot because we're weightlifter meatheads. And that's just the type of stuff that we like to do. So these types of meals that we're talking about, which is these anabolic meals, we've been talking about it for weeks. We need to cook them. And our friend Ox Haney actually did Anabolic Pizza. And we're going to review a little bit of his video in just a few minutes. Before we get to that, though, we were on a project and we had to go shopping and. So we're gonna review Oxford's video and then Oxford's in the chat, by the way. Hello, good brother.
And then a little bit after
and
that.
Shane Gibson and RD, love you guys. Good to see you. My Defuniac people, my Florida people's coming in hard, and my Massachusetts people are coming in hard. Now I need everybody else.
Yeah, tell them.
There's like 47 more. Did I say 2 states or 3 states?
2.
48
Florida
more states than there's 50 states, right? Not over 50.
There's 50.
Well,
unless you count like Guam.
Hi, Lori. Lori just made it in too. Stephanie's here. Laura's here. Everybody's here. We thank you guys for joining us for our Friday night try.
Like how Laura said she didn't fucking like me. Like I don't. What did I do to her?
Laura, do you? Massachusetts loves you best. Thank you, Laura. Laura, why do you not love Jimmy?
But while she types that up, we're going to review Oxford's video, and then shortly after that, we're going to go through what we did and show you some of the footage we got. And it's our first one, so, you know.
It's the first time we've ever done it. We've been talking about it. We've been wanting to do it. And now finally that we took the time, we went to the store. We brought a camera. We counted all the macros, all the micros, all the O's. All the O's, you know, all that other good stuff.
Yeah, so we're going to get to Oxford's, and then we're going to get to ours after that.
Yeah. And, well, how was your day, man? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good week? Now, this week we haven't really had many workouts in the shred shed because we were all discombobulated all over the place. And today was my fault because I ended up going much further away than I even planned.
It worked out because at the time you texted me was like 6 minutes before the time that we were supposed to meet up, So if I was a normal human being that made it to places all the time, I would have already almost been there.
Right.
But I was still at home. I hadn't even left
I was
yet.
banking on you not leaving yet. I was
hadn't
hoping,
even
man,
left yet.
because the time just escaped me, and then by the time I looked down, I was like, "Geez, I gotta go out to Moncton too. This is not going to work."
But see, I was because we didn't work out today, so I got a quick back workout in at the gym at my apartment, and then I wanted to eat real quick.
Right.
So I was eating, and I was about to rush out right after eating to come work out. And then you texted me, and I was like, oh, well, I just shoveled all that food in me in record time for no reason. That was one thing. I could have enjoyed it.
Right.
Because I'll tell you what I did.
What did you do?
My lunch today was I made 2 wraps with obviously low carb, protein enriched, fiber enriched wraps.
I made myself a wrap too.
And I was out, and somebody wanted Chick-fil-A, so they wanted me to stop for Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to get 2 12-count grilled nuggets. So the grilled nuggets are great, 39 grams of protein.
Grilled nuggets?
The grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A.
That's like the chicken. I guess that's like the chicken nuggets, right?
It's the grilled, yeah, they're chicken nuggets, but they're not fried. They're grilled. And they're
yeah, I know.
they're
I know.
grilled.
Yeah.
And they got like 3.5 grams of fat per 12, and which is awesome.
Do they have the fried ones
And
though?
30, yeah, they got the fried ones.
That's
It's like 17 grams of fat.
That's I don't think
I looked it up.
boy.
Well,
I can
you
take
can-
like
all right,
4,000
fine,
calories
yeah,
a day.
you're like 900 feet
And
tall.
I know, and I'm maintaining at 4,000 calories a
So
day.
I
It's so
took-
nice.
So I got 24 altogether. I still have 12 left over because I only ate 1. I have 12 left over in the fridge. That's going to be my other 40 because it's 39 grams of protein per 12.
Right.
So I told you I was at 140 grams of protein already. So later when I get home, I'm going to eat another wrap, and that'll be my other. It'll be over 40 grams at that point because I did the wrap, which was like 7 grams of protein,
Right.
just for that 1 wrap. Then I did but I did 2 wraps.
Right.
So I split them up: 6 pieces of chicken in one, 6 pieces in the other. Then you know what I made
What's that?
with my light. People make fun of when I say light.
I'm sure they make fun of you for mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise shit. What did I say it was? Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip. Yep.
And I mixed
light
it-
Miracle Whip or Miracle Whip?
No, light Miracle Whip because it only has a gram.
And
a
what
half
is
of fat.
Miracle Whip?
It's like a tangy mayonnaise.
Is it a tangy? It's like a.
Yeah, it's
I
just a
always thought of
different
it
mayonnaise.
as a mayonnaise replacement. Like I can't believe it's
It
not
is a mayonnaise. Pretty
you know,
much.
like something like that.
Pretty much. But and I mixed a little bit of sriracha in it. I made a sriracha mayonnaise. And I did a serving of it, and I split the 1 serving in between 2 wraps. So I had the 2 wraps. My protein intake was about 60 grams just for lunch. We're a little under 60 grams, but
that ain't bad though, dude.
For lunch.
That ain't bad though. 60 grams.
So
60
that's a
grams
good
is
hack.
legit.
If you want to go to Chick-fil-A, get the fucking grilled nuggets, go home, get your good wraps, your smart wraps,
Right.
and then I put some fat-free cheese on it. So that was some more protein in there.
But if you really cared, you'd put a ring on it.
That is some good chicken. I might have to.
I feel like you were contemplating it. You were like, well,
I might
what would the rest of my life be with a piece
I
of
might
chicken?
have to.
And my brother jumped in and he
I
said,
know. He said, Donnie, right, Donnie? Jesus Christ, we haven't been on 10 fucking minutes.
He's just pointing it out.
I know. No, Donnie's the only one on my goddamn side. He fucking just got on. Jimmy's already defending himself. I tell you, I am. And I didn't. Fuck.
He had to. I'll be fair, and I'll say he wasn't the reason why we were late. I was the reason why we were late. So there. How about that, right?
Well,
And
Laura did agree with me. She said Miracle Whip is the best, but right before that was a bunch of Z's. So, like, I was boring her. She did say she loved me, but I don't know if I trust her at this point.
I don't know if I can trust you.
I don't know.
I don't know if we can trust each other. Can we?
At this point, I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows.
At this
dude.
point, we're just trying to run a business here.
We're just trying to. Yeah, we got to keep the damn thing afloat.
We're not friends. We're coworkers.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. We just deal with each other.
Yeah.
We deal with each other way too much for us not to be like coworkers.
Right.
We deal with each other as if we were coworkers.
Business partners.
Yep.
You know
Just
what I mean?
the working out. And
We're gonna come out with T-shirt lines. We're gonna have a merch line. We're gonna have all kinds of shit.
Sinndred and Jordane, baby.
Fuck, I'm gonna start reaching out to some damn supplement companies. We're gonna make our own protein powders. You
There
know what
go.
I mean?
Yeah.
Have like
That's-
your face on the front
Dude,
of it
have
with
you
the
ever-
chains,
have
and
you
then
ever
when they
seen-
open the lid, it's my face on the inside.
Exactly. Have you ever seen Bigger, Stronger, Faster?
Yes, that is.
Where he breaks down like the American movies, and they're talking about like steroids, good or bad. Most people
God, where did I see
like
that?
all your heroes were on steroids and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, everybody's on it.
Well, he had like a really good point where they were talking about supplementation, and he created his own supplement line, and he hired workers to come in and like start filling in the pills and everything. And I gotta turn that sound down, shouldn't I? So he hired just workers to come in and fill in the pills and everything, and they didn't have to be FDA approved or ADA approved or whatever the approving body is for that. They just started selling them, and people were like, "Oh, I'll take it." You just take lump whey protein, and there you go.
Oh.
It's so weird how you can do that type of stuff. I guess you could like make cookie bars and sell those too.
Yeah,
It's
because
such a weird way, man.
I have a protein bar recipe. that
You
I
have a
want.
protein bar recipe? Is it anabolic? I
You
guess it
goddamn
goes without
right
saying.
it is.
I guess it's got to be an anabolic.
Yeah,
You know?
it's gonna be a butterscotch caramel protein bar. 'Cause I love butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
A little bit of peanut butter
So-
in there, but not peanut butter. It's more like the
Is it?
powder.
I'm always skeptical about the taste though.
Well, I mean,
don't know.
Protein bars in general, like, are they really good? You know, like
No, they're the
some
shits.
of them are good.
Most
but
of them are the shits.
they're
though.
better than other ones.
What
know
would you
I'm
What would
saying?
you have? Chicken breast, protein bar, chicken breast, or beef with some vegetables, or real food. It's a meal
I look
replacement.
at
Like
protein
it's
bars
convenient.
like if
It's
you're
like
in the rush. Like
if you're
in a rush,
hiking, it's perfect for if you're hiking because like protein bars are kind of like protein shakes, where like if you're very active and you're on the move and you eat it, it's going to give you a lot of nutrients that your body's going to be requiring. But if you're just sitting down and you're living like a normal life, it's not really. Most of them aren't. Most of them.
Sometimes too, I'll get it if I need to get some quick like protein in me.
Mhm.
Like if I'm falling behind on my protein goals for the day and I'm running out of time, or
Right.
I don't have time to eat a bunch of food,
Right.
I'll get like
Right.
2
Right.
protein bars, and that's like 40, 50 grams of protein. I'll just down it. Yes, a few hundred calories, but I
But
just
it's just
down
part
it
of the
real
game.
quick
Yeah.
just because I need to get
Yep.
that protein in me. That's really, I don't just eat them, you know what I mean? But the protein bar recipe that I have it'd just be so convenient because that recipe makes like 12. So you can wrap them up, put them in the freezer, put them in the fridge, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
just take it as you go.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Like
Mhm.
take it real quick, boom, there's your fucking, if you like more of an ice cream type frozen textured,
Mhm.
put them in the freezer. If
Right,
you like just
right.
a solid cold, like definitely you have to put them in either the fridge or the freezer. You can't just leave them in the cabinet because they're not going to hold up well. You need to like either
You need to
refrigerate them or put them in the freezer. But either way, I'll put mine in the fridge because I want it cold, but I don't want it frozen.
Right. And that's the
you
biggest
just
thing
take it and
about
go.
it too.
Just
Because
take
I like it cold too, but I don't want it to I don't want to be hurting my teeth whenever
Yeah,
I'm chewing on it, you
uh-huh.
know. And a lot of protein bars, my problem with protein bars is chewing on them sucks. I hate just sitting there and my jaw's tired by the time I'm
No,
done
some
with
of them have come a long way, like Quest. Quest has a bunch of really good ones. They also have the protein chips that I like a lot.
it. Yeah, I haven't tried those. We were talking about that
yeah.
last week, and I got to try
they're,
those.
I like them. They're
You're a
pretty
fan?
good. Yeah, some of the flavors, but I'd rather just make my own protein bars. That's
Right.
saving a bunch of money,
Right.
and
Right.
you can just eat them, and it's yours. So you can play around with it and have fun.
And you're
with
good to
it.
go.
So we'll probably get some video of that as well. But
Definitely.
But yeah, so I don't know how we got to
Hi,
that
Carrie.
point.
She said hi twice, so I felt like I had to say hi.
But oh yeah, hey Carrie.
No, but that's
I
true.
don't know how
yeah.
we got to that point.
Oh, with the
Protein bars.
protein
back
bars?
It up, back it up. I forget.
Well,
where
I was
we
talking
were.
about how in Bigger, Stronger, Faster, this guy made his own supplements, and you were
Yeah.
like, we should make our own protein bar.
We should make our own supplements.
Yeah, we should.
How the fuck do we
That's
do
what it
that?
is, though. It's just they're just supplements. They're not like they just supplement your diet. you
Because
know?
we could do supplements and then have a clothing line or like some like merch to go along with it.
I know Boycat will sell. Why do you think he's there? Because people always comment to me. They're like, "Hey, how's Boycat? Boycat's doing great. Watch the stream. How's the cat?" So it's like, he's more popular than I am. So
But
I
you're
can't really
asking
do it.
about my day, I believe.
Oh, are you going back?
Yeah, I want to go.
What
back
was
and
it?
talk
Yeah,
about me more.
No. Well, no, you were talking about your meals, or
Yeah, no. I had the chicken wraps, so with my Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets, and then I got a workout in. Came here and started filming with you, and
can't beat that.
here we are.
You can't beat that. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. So in just a little bit, guys, we filmed a lot of footage earlier of us making our anabolic meals, but first we have to make sure that we cover everything. We have to cover all our bases before we start rolling on into the next subject, if you will. But I've been driving all day, man. I've just been on the move. I've been rolling. I've been all over the place. I did my run. I've been doing my runs still, changing it up, varying it up a little bit. Were you stopping me, or?
Yeah, there's two things I wanted to say.
What you got?
Carrie missed you too, and Rick Morris, hello. Rick said hi.
What's up, Rick? Oh, Rick, what's up, Rick? What's up, buddy?
Get back to that. But then Carrie said that 12-hour shift, she wished she had a protein bar or something like that. Went downhill, ready to give up on her diet. So we have to intercept.
Oh no, this is perfect then. This is perfect.
We can't let her give up on your diet. So Carrie, just hang in there, Laura. Wait,
it was Laura.
It was Laura that said it. Laura, stay tuned. Hold your thought. Don't give up on your diet. I want Ron to finish what he was saying because he will lose his train of thought.
I already lost it.
He already fucked. No, I got you. I know where you left off. I know where you left off. But Laura, hang on because we got some good footage that we want to show you. And don't give up. Don't give up on your diet.
No.
Because then what's going to happen is you're going to give up, and you're going to eat that first thing that you didn't want to eat, and then you're immediately going to feel like shit afterwards.
Yep.
So why do that? Just keep on, because on the other side of those struggles that you're feeling is because you're going to be so proud. You're going to feel so like, oh, I did it. Fuck yeah. So I'm telling you, don't do that. But you were saying about your day, you were driving.
I was just all over the place today.
Yeah.
I've been doing my runs, and during the runs, so I do like three miles every day, no matter what it is. 3 miles, sometimes faster, sometimes slower. And so a lot of the people who follow my Instagram and Facebook, you guys see Seether, who is my aunt's dog, which is the beagle that I go running with too, because I live right up the road from her. So whenever I go for my runs, I'll run 10-15 minutes up the road, pick him up, and then roll. So just to complicate things, because I made this a habit since I moved over here, just to complicate things, my aunt decided that she was going to get a new dog, and you actually were going to.
I was supposed to take the dog.
Jimmy was supposed to take the dog.
She fucking swerved my ass she was like, I'm going to keep him. Because I had to get some things in order, and she said, all right, I'm going to give you a month. And then in the same conversation, she then said, I have 2 months. I didn't ask her to up it, but she said 2 months.
She said, I'll give you 2 months.
And then
he's such a pleasure to be around. I'll give you 2 months. And then you can have him. When he's no longer puppyish, you can have him.
Then the next day I came back, she already had a fucking name picked out for him. She's going to take him to obedience school and train her to fucking kill people on her behalf. All kinds of shit.
Train people to kill her on her behalf, obviously.
Yeah, so, I was like, well, fuck, I guess I don't have a dog now. But she did tell me, she did refer to me as Uncle Jimmy to him. I thought that was
I told
cute.
you, ever since the weekend that you spent with my family, where you were in there with my brothers, and you just became part of the family. You were one of the guys. You were one of the brothers, man.
Which made me feel all warm and mushy inside, but I'm not gonna fucking. I don't know why I started messing with shit on the soundboard.
I literally gotta slap this dude.
I don't know why.
I gotta fucking slap this. And see, people give me shit for giving you shit, and he's over here fucking off like a child.
I touched one chord. That was just something to fiddle with.
Don't fiddle. Fiddle with yourself, man.
I'm not gonna fiddle with myself on camera. So I don't know what kind of message.
Well, that part's not on camera, man. You just hide your arms, brother.
But yeah. So But yeah, so
his name is Serge.
She did say I could have a sleepover with. I could bring him over to my place. I could take him over
and Ralph, I think that, I don't know if she regrets that or not, but Ralph told me the other day that she told him that, well, hey, why don't you bring him over here? I'm like, he's not potty trained yet. I'm not bringing him over here so he can piss and shit in my apartment.
So she's just pawning him off.
She's pawning him off on everybody. She's like, I'll keep him. He's cute. But if you want,
what kind of angle is she going after?
I don't know. So back to my previous point. On my runs, I usually take Seether, and Seether's an adult now. We've been running for like 2.5, almost 3 years. He's almost 4 years old, so I didn't run him whenever he was very young, but I run him. So Surge is, how old is Surge? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, he's like 3 months.
He's very
like
young,
almost 4.
He's too young still, but I don't have it in me to get Seether and just leave that one there. Even though he's a puppy.
I know.
And he can't do the runs. He sucks at the runs. The runs are kicking his ass. But he's coming, and he's like, all right, I'm going to go. I think he changed his mind today, though, because when I opened the door, Seether was there. He ran in, looked at me, barked, and then walked away. And I was like,
he was like, no,
you're fucking coming. I know it's hot and you can't breathe, but you need to get your little ass out here because you're going to be going.
He grunts a lot, he wheezes when he.
His
breathes.
name is awkward. He's awkward. He's very awkward. Even though he's a puppy.
When he breathes, he wheezes. You can hear him you know what I mean? Yeah. So I wonder if he has a little some kind of respiratory problem or something.
I'm sure she took him to the vet.
She did. She got his shots and all that stuff happened. I just wonder if everything's good with him. Maybe it's because I wouldn't want to overdo it.
I used to think the same thing about Seether because the Seether came from the same situation. These are rescue dogs, so they're not coming from a reputable breeder, even if a reputable breeder is a good
puppy
thing.
Farm.
Right, as if that's a good thing. I mean, I'm sure there's definitely people out there. Where I got Lucy from was like a legit, I guess you could call it breeder.
It's where you get fancy
dogs. Yeah.
It's where you get fancy dogs where you know exactly what you want, the type of breed, and
you know the lineage, and you know that there's the health problems. You know what they were bred to do and how they the temperament of these types of dogs and those types of things.
I say rescue as much as you can when it comes to getting animals.
Yeah,
I get it that there are some breeds that you want. You know what I mean? And
well, if you're if you're a hunter, you don't want to get a Chihuahua. Yeah. Something ridiculous that does it like a Great Dane. Right.
Out there.
But you might do well if you get a poodle. So it depends. They kind of have a little bit of the retriever blood in them. And let's just go back to the chats a little bit. And Carrie said, missed you guys. And we missed you. And that was Laura. I was telling, she lost, Carrie said that she lost 20 pounds. 20 pounds is badass, though. 20 pounds is a lot, dude. How long was that, Carrie? How long did it take for you to do that? Let's see the others. His name is Awkward. And then good for you. Laura's lost 61 pounds. We were talking about that last week. And she said today was bad day. I just don't know if it's worth it for me. What is it that's not worth it for you, Laura? We're gonna continue on with our conversation here. But what is it that's not worth it for you when you're talking about your diets? Is it just the cravings that's hurting you? Because there's foods that you can eat that'll help you with the cravings to where it won't hurt you so much. It won't bother you so much. But I say that, but I do know that it is tough. It's not like it's an easy thing.
Yeah, it's not easy at all. I'm a little confused that I just don't know if it's worth it for me. Your health, and I'm not trying to single. Laura
no, this
out,
is our. Well, we're all a group here. We're all talking,
I certainly, I think health is the most important thing. It's your body. It's your health. It's your life. That should be the one thing that's most worth it. You know what I mean? I understand sometimes it can be hard, and you've been living a certain way for a certain amount of time. Mm-hmm. And it's very hard to snap out of that or hard to adapt or adjust or make those changes, those little tweaks here and there. Mm-hmm. But you got to start out small. If you're just sitting around eating salads all the time and I can't have bread, I can't do that. It's you got to stop. Do a little more research. I'm telling you, I'll keep plugging this guy just because if it helps change people's lives, we're doing it, he's doing it. We're all helping each other. Go to fucking Remington James on YouTube. Remington James. Look at the shit he's making. Watch that shit. You know what I mean? Do those recipes. You can eat French toast, ice cream, pizza, tacos, all that stuff.
Ice cream?
Yes. Anabolic ice cream. Go to fucking Greg
Anabolic ice cream?
Yes. I have a recipe.
That's disgusting.
Oh, you know what? No,
That's disgusting. No, I'm gonna shit on you. No, that's
because
bullshit.
they all use that
That's
fucking
bullshit.
same model of the fucking Ninja blender that you have, and I don't have a Ninja blender.
You need
So
to
since
get one.
you have it,
You need to get one.
oh, I know. I
You
thought about
need to-
asking for it for my
Dude,
birthday.
but you should.
But
I was lucky and got one.
guess what? I don't have to wait because I can get the stuff to do anabolic ice cream and make it right there in your Ninja.
And we can do a video
do
about
it
it
here.
and talk about.
So-
and I can tell you how disgusting your fake wannabe healthy ice cream. Healthy ice. We can call it anabolic ice cream. You could throw some
I
protein
can
in
make
it and
some
it'll taste good.
anabolic blizzards too from Dairy Queen. Or fucking Dairy Queen
Cookie dough?
blizzards. I could do Reese's,
Even.
Snickers. You can do
Man,
fucking
see,
French toast
Now I'm
squares,
about
cinnamon
to
toast
be
crunch,
eating a lot too.
but you're going to be gaining from it.
I'm gonna
Not
be getting
weight,
the good gains.
muscle, not
I'm gonna be
fat,
getting those gains.
muscle.
Well, I got to lift, man.
I'm gonna show you some of that stuff, but yeah, Laura, I know. I just think it was a rough day. Look, man, we're always, and I'm trying to like read your comment and still talk. We all have bad days. Goddamn, I have bad days like more often than I would like to.
Right.
You
Me
know,
too. Well, yeah, absolutely.
Food does sometimes help us feel better. You know what I mean? Like our comfort food. We sit down and eat a tub of ice cream. We go to Taco Bell and pig out or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, you got to realize like you're going to have bad days. Like, and we
Right.
all have bad days.
It just happened.
I know some people's days are worse than others.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to discredit anyone's bad days.
Right.
just-
It's okay.
Yeah.
First of all, it's okay to have a bad day.
Yeah.
Because you
just-
can't beat yourself up. If you have a bad day and then you beat yourself up about it, that's only going to make it tougher on you to get yourself more in a positive mind state.
You have to have like goals in place for yourself, a reason for you to wake up every day. Find those goals, find those things you want to achieve. And it could be anything. I don't give a shit if it's starting a garden, if it's running fucking 10 miles, if it's, building something in your backyard, or if it's different goals, like you got a certain weight goal, or, like it could be anything. Find a goal and like stick to that, like write it down, follow it. Like, you can't just let a bump in the road get in the way. Like what's that saying? Like, it's not the situations that define you, it's how you handle those situations that builds who you are as a person. And I don't care what age you are. You can do it at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It doesn't matter. As long as you still are alive and you have breath in your fucking body, you're good.
Right.
And you still have time
Keep it going.
to keep it going, keep moving, keep doing your thing. Don't let a bump in the road slow you down. And you've got to have your eye on the prize.
And now we got comments over here on the YouTube side of things. Shamila said, wow, that's awesome. Congrats on losing those pounds, talking to Laura. And you won't believe today, even I felt like leaving my diet, but thanks to you guys, it feels like we're in this together. Exactly. That's the main thing, is we're in this together.
We are.
We all struggle with this stuff. Just because different people look differently and they seem like they have it all together, there's still those days that are complicated and tough, and they have to figure out a way to get through it. And everybody has different coping mechanisms on how they handle that.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things, and it's just like Jimmy was saying, if you come up with an idea and a goal that you want to have, I think it's more important for you to have some type of intrinsic value. And the intrinsic value is that inner push, that inner pull to either make you want to do it's not necessarily what you're going to get from it. It's what you're going to be. It's that inside motivation that's going to push you forward whenever times are tough. Because when times are tough, that's when you're the most vulnerable and you're more likely to mess up.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me, I have so many days where I just want to stop everything. You know what I mean? Like and I know I like you and I think a little bit differently when it comes to certain things. Like
You don't like me in your face trying to motivate you when you lift.
I've always hated that. I can't see. Even when I
like
watch
it.
like
I still
workout
think it's funny.
videos where they're like, "Come on!"
I don't like that. No, I don't like that either. I don't like that either. I never like that either.
One more, come on!
No, I like whenever, if it's at the end and I really need it, if I'm maxing out and we're all yelling like, yeah, but that's not every work. If you're doing that every workout, get the fuck out of the gym.
Yeah, I can't
Control your intensity, man. You ain't got to be screaming all the damn time. It's stupid.
But
I mean, it looks good on YouTube, but it's not necessary all the time.
But I have so many days, so many moments where I just want to stop everything. I just want to stop. I don't want to go anymore. Like, fuck my band, fuck other endeavors that I'm pursuing, fuck,
Is
working
it even
out.
worth it? Is it even
Is
worth
anything
it?
ever going to happen? It's like, I don't know. I get all these doubts in my head, but I don't let it control what I do. I used to. And yeah, there's always that small side, that thing in the back of you that's like, oh, well, will it control me again? Will it get the best of me again? It's like, well, all I can do is just focus on now.
Mm-hmm.
I heard someone say one time, it was a really good piece of advice. It's very simple, but it was a good piece of advice, is whatever you're currently doing, focus on that. Be in that moment. Do
Just
that.
be there. Yep,
Be in that moment. If you are at work, you're at work. Focus on that. Don't focus on everything else. Focus on work. If you're at home with your kids, focus on that. You're in that moment. Be with your kids.
Right.
If you're in the gym, don't worry about everything else. Focus on that. Be in that moment. Control each moment.
That's
Break
what
it
it's
down
about.
by each moment.
Yep.
Don't think about everything else on your plate.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I was just in a situation a few days ago where I was on my way somewhere that I hadn't been in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and my head was filled up with all the worst case scenario. Everything.
Everything's going to go wrong.
Why am I doing this?
Everything's going to go wrong.
I thought I was done with this. I thought this. What am I even doing this? Blah 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 blah. Like what? And it's just me battling me. And sometimes, more often than not, actually, you are your own worst enemy.
Absolutely.
And
That's the toughest part.
your
right there.
brain will fuck with you like you cannot believe.
Absolutely.
But you got to be able to recognize that and
That's
get
the
in
battle.
front of it.
That's the battle, though, is trying to stay ahead of that, because
Just
you know
keep
how
going.
it is. You know that it's coming, you know?
Just keep fucking going. Fight through it. Keep going.
All right, I'm going to go through a little bit more of the comments, and you think we're ready to go through Oxford's
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
video
go ahead,
before
do your thing,
we go on into our...
Absolutely.
As the episode is named, it's Anabolic Pizza Night here at the Spitting Venom Radio Studios, but this is Sinndred and Jordane's show that we have here. And so let's go back through a little bit of the comments before we move on. His name is Awkward. Yep, I was been there. True Jimmy, my health is better. I think it was a tough day mentally, and you're right, I just need to change my food. That's true. That's definitely true. Changing your food helps, especially having a higher protein content.
When you get down to her last comment, I
Mhm.
want to say something.
Okay. I've been doing, Carrie said I've been doing exercises like walking, and I do treadmill, bike, and eating healthier. Good for you, Carrie. That's what it's about. Don't push yourself too much. Don't push yourself too hard. Don't think that you have to go crazy. Just be consistent. Just always do it the next day, do it the next day, do it the next day. Not the same thing every day, but eventually you'll start to figure it out. Oxford said, I'm going to make the anabolic peanut butter. Oh, anabolic peanut butter. That's you know about that. See, Oxford and Jimbo are on the same page right here. So they're a little more aware of some of these anabolic recipes.
Well, because he went and started watching Remington James video, and
Mhm.
that's why I don't feel weird about plugging other people on this.
No, it's not that
because
right.
we're all
We're all-
encouraging each other. We're
Exactly.
all doing this
That's what it's
together.
about. Exactly.
Like, you come to us for content, we can redirect you to some of the people that have helped us,
Yeah.
and then we all just keep it moving.
Right, exactly. And the beautiful thing about that is, and we were talking about it earlier, whenever we were doing our own anabolic pizza video, where, there's a bunch of people who are out there doing it. But once we've done this a few times and you've messed with these ingredients, you're going to be able to start messing with the ingredients on
And
your
doing
own.
your
And you
own
can come
stuff.
up with your own, you can come up with your own recipes and your own things and get really creative. And that's where the fun part comes in.
Yeah.
That's really where the fun parts comes in. And then he said, so we're going back to Oxford Haney. I'm going to make the anabolic peanut butter, though it is non-fat Greek yogurt and PB2 with a little water. That's interesting. Carrie said, "Cause just Monday I walked on the treadmill for 50 minutes." That's beautiful, Carrie. Walking, I can't explain to you how important walking is. Walking is
Yeah,
huge.
just get out and move.
Getting your heart to pump that circulation throughout your body is one of the best things that you can do. Laura, thank you all, and I knew coming here to talk to you both would help. I will do better tomorrow. Absolutely, that's what it's about, Laura.
About that. That's what I wanted to comment on.
Mhm.
So don't let one bad day bog you down. It's okay to have a bad day. Forget it. Try to learn from it. If you can take certain things away from what made today bad, why was today bad? Where did it go bad? Where did you allow it to go bad? Or if it's something that's out of your control, figure it out and then take it and just go to sleep tonight, or whenever you get off work, or whenever you I don't know what your schedule is, and you said 12 hours, so I guess you work overnight. In the morning when you get off and you do whatever you got to do before you go to sleep, just lay your head down and know always do better than you did yesterday. So
That's
if
the
it's
challenge. That's the challenge. That's the hard part.
If it is today, make today better than yesterday. So if yesterday was shit, make today better.
Mm-hmm.
If today's shit, tomorrow will be better. And then if tomorrow is amazing, well then make the next day even better. Like always just make today better than yesterday and don't get hung up. If you slip, if you fall on your diet a little bit, it's okay.
That's the key. The key is
right.
to do not you're putting too much pressure on yourself, and then you're making yourself feel a certain way. You have to just let that go, because it's like a football player. Like a football player in a football game, if he makes a mistake during one play, and then right before halftime, if he's still lingering about that problem that he had after halftime, the whole half of the game, he's going to be horrendous at it. If you're really hard on yourself about this bad thing that you did at lunchtime, your dinner's going to be bad too. You're not going to see the point in it. But the problem is there is a point in it, because you're continuously stacking upon stacking on the problems. Whether it be bad food, more calories that you shouldn't be taking in, or whatever the case may be, that's just one of the things. Like, you cannot linger. You have to push forward. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder said than done. I'm not like, it's like we can sit here on our high horse and talk about it, but we all struggle through this. I don't like running every day.
Yeah, I
don't like it, but I love it when I get done with it though. When I'm done, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Before
I'm like, I gotta convince myself. And like I was talking about a few weeks ago, where I have to debate with myself, I have not been debating with myself. I get up and go, just go. And I haven't been getting up. I've been getting up and I've been working and doing other things, and then I will go. But still, either way, like whatever works for you, that's the main thing.
And to your football analogy, think about this, and this goes for you, Laura, and everybody else that is watching. Think about like a quarterback, right? He's the guy. He's the guy on the team, right? He's the main dude. Am I right about that? He is the main guy, right?
Right. He's the
okay.
Yeah,
I'm not a big football guy.
For the offensive the side, yeah.
But I mean,
typically the leader.
He's the leader of the pack.
Right.
So let's say you're the quarterback and your football team loses a game, right?
Right.
That's not good for nobody, right? Oh, God damn it, we lost, blah, 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 blah. Now, if that football player, if that I sound like I have no clue what I'm talking about.
You know.
But just bear with me on this. If that quarterback, obviously when he gets to the back, his coaches and trainers and everybody's probably going to be like, they're going to let him know what happened. They're going to go through what happened. They're probably going to watch some tape. They're probably going to go through it. But you can't sit on it. You can't stay with it. They're going to take the fuck-ups you did today. So your team lost, right? You put that on your shoulders. You lost. You take that, you learn from it, and you move on to the next day.
And you keep it moving.
You go to
keep it moving.
If that quarterback was still worried about what the fuck, so like if the Ravens quarterback, right, say Ravens lost against the fucking Browns. So if then they go on to face the fucking Bengals, I'm just making shit up, and then he's still thinking about what happened with the Browns,
right?
While he's facing the Bengals. He's gonna fuck that up too. So point I'm getting at, I know I have no idea how to explain anything, but if you are still worried about, if you're still worried about your fuck up yesterday and you can't let it go, you're probably not going to be focused and you're going to fuck up today.
Right. Exactly.
So you have to learn from it and move on from it. It's okay. Everything's fine.
That's the key. It's okay. All right. Now, continue. Can I continue? Can I continue with the comments?
Yes.
All right. There we go. Thank you. I knew coming here to talk to you. Yes, Laura. Thank you. Thank you for coming. We need to do this all the time. Focus on what is on the inside and not on the outside. Absolutely, Carrie. You were right. Because what's on the inside is what counts. Let's go back. And that intrinsic value is on the inside. And it's what's important to you. It's not what's important to anybody else. Fuck everybody else. What makes you happy? If something's bothering you and you feel like you need to fix it, then go on and fix it. Fuck anybody else who says anything about whatever you're wanting to do. If somebody says, oh, you gained a little bit of weight, well, whatever. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I gained weight. So what? Why? Were you keeping tabs on me? I don't give a shit. But if you look in the mirror or you look on the weight scale, if you feel like, or if you just take a walk and you're sweating and you're losing and you're just not feeling really good, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to make it a little bit better. Back to the comments. Been doing the treadmill for an hour. This is Rick Morris, and almost every day for a couple of months. That's huge, Rick. Have you seen benefits from that? Because I'm adamant about how important the treadmill is. I think the treadmill is a huge thing. I think that the treadmill is a great asset, because I mean, walking for miles, running for miles all over the place gets a little harrowing sometimes, because first of all, you get tired of the same scenery, and then second of all, you know, cars try to hit you. And then so then our last comment is Laura said, "Thank you. I do know exactly why I had a bad day. I'm driving home from work, so I will work on myself tomorrow. Today is gone." Absolutely. Hey, I mean, that's all that needs to be said about that. That sounds about right.
Yep, today is over.
Yep.
So
let's move on.
Let's move on.
We're gonna do. Yep.
Don't get hung up on it. Don't get disappointed. Don't get, you know. And Rick Morris said he lost 5 pounds. It's awesome.
That's huge. That's
you know
huge.
What I mean?
By walking on the treadmill. I mean, that's so important though, because you don't even have to change anything. I did the same thing before I started doing my 3-mile runs every day. It was a walk. It was literally just a walk every single day, and I walked all the time. I walked so much I'd be sore from it. And then it got to the point to where I was like, okay, this takes too long. I got to move faster. I got to get
faster.
I got to
go, speed this up. Oh, I can run.
Well, it's the same problem that I had with the YouTube videos or the podcasts. Speed it up. I'll put that, instead of listening to regular speed, I'm going 1.5 speed. And if it's a long podcast, I'm going to put it at 2.
I don't see how you fucking do that.
I zone in, man. Zone in, dude.
I treated myself the other night to some Jim Cornette at half speed, and my God. When he goes
half speed,
and
that's the best.
Before I leave tonight, I'm gonna let you hear some of it, because he's like, Jesus fucking Christ! It's like wrestling is fucking dead. These idiots. It's so fucking great, and I'm just picturing him with a bottle of Jack.
I love it.
Upside down, gotta
love Jim Cornette.
But you talking about half speed? You were listening to the podcast, half speed. You speeding up.
Yep. That was the same theory that I had with the runs. I had to speed it up because I was taking too much time, you know, and I still can't find. I can't find enough time in the days for anything, man. And it's like coronavirus. Even since the coronavirus, I've been busier. I've been busier. Like it's ridiculous.
I do want to say before we move on to the video, because it's bothering me, and I have to say, Ron and I have different lighting. I look like I have never seen the sun before in my life. I am not that pale.
You know what? I'm debating on maybe me sitting there and then you sitting here.
I'm not that pale, and if I have to start lathering up some and spray
we'll fix the
lighting.
We just need a better light. That light that I have is too strong.
I just want to clarify in case anybody was thinking Jimmy is way too fucking bright right now.
Jimmy has a light on him, and you know he's a little white. So
a little white. I'm not that white.
We have the same light on each other.
No, that's not true. Kayfabe, god damn it! For 1 second, you can't.
Am I in it? I hope I got in there. I don't know if I got in there though. We'll give it a second and see if I hop in there. I'm trying to see, and let's see if I match. Do I match? Did I match? Here.
Can't we kayfabe my laziness for 2 seconds?
I just want to see how the lighting is with you now.
Well,
now we're gonna give it a second
before
we move on.
There he goes. He's leaving.
It'd be ridiculous.
See how light he is? No way.
I'm not that light. I'm not as light as you. Watch. I'll come back.
You are coming back. On my phone, you were.
Was I? All right. Let me see. Wow. That's worse. There. Yeah. That's worse.
See, you are wider.
I got a little bit right there.
You're a little bit darker.
I got a little bit right there.
I'm telling you, it's the fucking light.
The light's too strong. We have discussed that. The light is too strong. I could have backed it up, and I could have put another couple of covers on.
Nobody probably gives a fuck about this but me, but it's just in my head.
You're so neurotic. You just always notice that weird stuff.
All right, so
how you notice that weird stuff.
We appreciate the people who are in the chats right now.
So Oxford, I'm sorry if it took us so long, but we're about to go back onto your video if you are still, or if you happen to still be around. We're about to go on and check out this Anabolic Pizza. I'm going to get it set up.
Oxford, I saw your clip on Instagram. I purposely didn't watch the YouTube video because I knew we were going to be doing this. And I know it's not anything like, oh, I need to react to Oxford. I wonder what he's going to do. Like, not like you're doing anything crazy, but I wanted to genuinely react to your video because I didn't watch it on purpose so I could watch it now with him on this stream because I am very interested. And real quick before we play that, Oxford talking about his anabolic peanut butter. Did I miss a video or something? Did somebody make that, or did you come up with that on your own? I know I made, I guess you could call it an anabolic peanut butter. I just took the PB2 powder, and it tells you on the back if you want to make like a peanut butter spread out of it, just add like this many tablespoons of the PB2 powder and this much water.
Right.
And I did that one day, and I just made some fucking peanut butter and put it on a piece of bread and ate it.
Nice. That's not bad.
It tasted
That's
pretty
not
good.
bad.
But you were talking about with the fat-free Greek yogurt. That's fucking very interesting. If I missed a video or something, I definitely want to know. So Laurie said, Jimmy, because she's laughing at me. And then Stephanie said, yes, you matched. So I think they're saying that
it's more right. Come to my side.
It's
Come
brighter.
to my side.
All right, I'm gonna go over here.
I want to see if he does match. If we do match,
Please.
no prayers.
Speak
Get your
to
ass
me.
over here.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we match.
See?
Now, I'm a little darker, but
you are still
I'm
a
like
little darker, but
reddish,
I'm not that.
but you're
I'm
not that white. Yeah, you're not that white. Maybe
Maybe
turn that light out over there. All right, my
Sorry.
bad. Was that a bicep?
I don't know.
Somebody
It was
tried to-
something.
Hey, man, move out of my way.
I don't think it was a full bicep yet. I think it's just a sept.
And Oxford said, oh, no, don't worry. I used copyright-free music. Remington James made a French toast PB&J. Said, that sounds pretty good.
Oh, I know the video he's talking about, the anabolic peanut butter sandwich. I didn't watch that one yet. I know that's kind of an older one. I didn't watch that one yet.
Okay. Well, that's all right then. So, going on onward to the Oxford video now.
Yeah.
So tonight's night is Anabolic Pizza. I don't really know if we have subjects for our Friday night try because it's Friday night
our
try.
Friday night try.
We're gonna try whatever the hell we want, man.
trying
This is
shit. We're
this is a
trying
hangout,
shit.
brother. This is a hangout. So here we go. We had good old Oxford. Oops. Let me get back over here and fix that real quick. Good old Oxford's video right here. We're gonna
I'm
roll
just
with
glad
that.
The people in the chat aren't encouraging me to drink.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't really know
this
if we have
recipe
subjects
on
for
Remington
our Friday night
James'
try.
YouTube.
This is Friday night try. We can try whatever the hell we want.
Hold on, I got
This is
this
a
audio.
hangout, brother. This is a hangout.
Hold on, guys.
So,
Let me fix the audio real quick. Sorry
here we
about
go.
that. Sorry about that. My
We had
apologies. All right, now we're good. All right, here we go.
A processor or shredder or whatever you want to call it, food processor. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the thin crust,
So you see, his thin crust is different than what we use.
pepperoni,
Yeah.
the fat-free mozzarella
And he's got
cheese,
the
and
turkey
a little different
macaroni.
marinara sauce. And
Macaroni.
at the very end, I will have like a MyFitnessPal kind of food guide of all the calories and everything.
He's
like
got the
that.
food
I'll give you
scale. That's
a
important, guys. You
bonus
need a
and
food scale.
Special shout
You
out
have
to
to have a
Spitting
food
Venom
scale.
Radio
We had
for
that.
the extra
We had that
push
last night or
to
today.
make a
Yeah.
video instead of taking pictures. I hope you guys enjoy. And let's get into it. I got it preheated already. About to just put it in there, add a little, make it a little more crispy.
Yep. He's
So to
got it,
speak.
see?
So let's get to it. So while that is cooking, sort of, kind of crispier, I'll grab my scale. I've had this for about 3 to 4, 5 years. When I was doing the Body Spark
So he's had the scale for a
program,
while.
Yeah.
That's probably a
measure
legit
around
thing
for
to
the-
have, right?
just
Oh, yeah. You
get
need
the
a
right
food
ingredients,
scale.
and that's what we're gonna do with the
Anabolic
marinara
Kitchen
sauce,
101.
the cheese, and the
Get a food
pepperoni
scale.
itself. So
I need to get a food
Yeah,
scale.
we'll comment on
instead
that.
of burning my
later, too.
hand
Yeah.
while trying to film
Yeah,
and
exactly.
get it out of the oven the first go around, I just decided to pull it out. And that's looking good.
I do want to try that crust too,
And
though.
now you're about to see the ingredients. Took about 6 minutes to measure everything out. I had 60 grams of turkey pepperoni
Oh, yeah.
right here,
Turkey pepperoni.
112 grams of cheese, 224 grams of some sauce, some pasta sauce, or marinara, and it was recommended to put some oregano on it.
I did
I
oregano.
don't know.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Well,
do
the
oregano.
Oregano's
Try it.
it's a pizza
Let's go.
classic, you know.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. So we got a little taste of all the others. And now ours isn't going to be as
Go ahead
edited
and
as
put the sauce on first.
Yeah, I know.
I-
Go from there.
Oxford,
You know.
Oxford knows what he's doing.
you know,
Did you see the brand of the pizza crust he was
You
using?
even it out just a
No.
little bit.
It
Ox,
looked
if
like
you-
it came in the thing, right?
It did, right.
So maybe
That
it was
looks
the
interesting.
Pillsbury?
Yeah, it looked like a Pillsbury crust, like some of the Pillsbury crust. Ox, can you tell us what type of crust you were using? Because that looks like that might be an interesting thing to try.
Remington did have in his video, if you didn't want to hand make, when he was making his Anabolic Chicago,
Spread out on
he
the
did-
edges.
excuse me, he was saying if you don't want to literally build one from scratch,
Right.
you can use the
Man, I got that
Pillsbury pizza dough. It's going to add a few more calories, a little bit more fat,
Mhm.
but it's a way to get
Now we
around
just
making
need to
your
add
own
the
dough.
pepperonis, and
Right.
we're just
That
gonna
makes
do
sense.
that right now.
So you make your right.
And now it's time to add some oregano.
Here's a little bit of the oregano. Oh, we should have put it on before. I didn't even think about that. Though.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, a little
Either
bit.
way.
And this is already getting me hungry.
Look at that beauty.
And that pizza looks good, and
Man,
that's a
it'll take,
full
what,
pizza. That
maybe
looks
3
like a
minutes to make
yeah.
all
That looks
this?
like a nice
After
big
everything
pizza
measured
too.
out. Now, I did lower it from 400 as the package had recommended, but
See, we did.
but I'm going to try to
400.
follow
That's
the video's
You can
recommendation.
cook it a little
of
bit longer.
375,
15
400. That's
minutes
pretty
or so.
standard.
So here we go. Let's put it in.
Interesting. Now the pizza goes in the oven.
I like how he has the gloves on to
Look at
put it
that,
in the
man.
oven. He's not. He's not
going to
burning
take
himself.
any
He ain't
chances.
burning. You know how many times I've burnt myself putting shit in the oven? Shit.
The moment of truth.
It's just a good habit.
Oh, look how good it looks.
Look at it, and the pepperoni's all.
That's an anabolic
That
pizza.
pepperoni's all coming up too, man.
I
It's
am
making me
very curious to
hungry.
know about the
Oh my
pizza
God.
crust, though. I'm very curious to know about that.
Look at that thing.
As Ox mentioned,
Dang,
Um,
that looks so good.
that looks delicious.
I'm gonna have to cut.
That's
that
a good
in
looking
minute.
pizza. That is a good looking pizza. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Oh, see, are we getting each other hungry again? I'm getting
I know,
hungry
right?
again. Jeez, this is ridiculous.
Smells so good.
It smells good. It looks good.
Here we got that in half. Let me cut it again.
Try that again. And it's crispy. You know, I like my crispy
It
pizza.
sounds crispy.
I love my crispy pizza. See
So
this?
beautiful.
The difference that
So I just
I
realized
like
grabbed the wrong
about
sauce.
this is
That's on me. That's my fault.
there's a crust.
The only reason I
Right.
realized that was because I was
But-
counting up
I
the
want to
calories
hear
and
his
things and
macro
at the
breakdown.
very end with the
Especially for that
MyFitnessPal
crust.
kinda app.
Is this the breakdown?
What I'm looking at is if I eat the whole thing, which I'm going to eat the whole thing, but I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight. I'm looking at 96 grams of protein. The carbs is 174. Let's see, the calories, it's 1450. Yeah, 1450.
Oh, wow.
So it'd probably be a lot less had I used the correct sauce or a different sauce. You know, at that time, I guess I had a mind
Brain fart.
brain fart, just like just now. And which now that I know it's not that hard to make my own pizza, I'm probably going to experiment with other ingredients, maybe different sauces per se.
Hell yeah.
But either way, I'm gonna give it a
Me
try.
too.
If you like this so far, give me a like, maybe comment, help out the channel, maybe even subscribe. I appreciate it.
We
it.
subscribed here.
All right, time for a
SVR
little
subscribed
bite,
to you too,
little
Ox.
taste.
Not only did I subscribe, Spitting Venom Radio did too. Crunchy. I love the crunchy pizza though, man. This has got me hungry.
So
You
good.
ain't even gotta
So
sell it.
good,
I already
so
know.
good, so
I
good.
already know though. You
All
ain't
right.
even gotta sell it.
I have a
You ain't
couple
even
of
gotta sell it.
I have a couple of points to make. So once we're done, I'm gonna
See, let's get
Knock
it.
out
We're almost there.
Let me eat this whole sauce. I mean, I could have chosen
We can
a
eat the whole
different
thing.
source, which
You
was
can
probably
eat the
more
whole
healthier,
thing,
but it was
dude.
actually the thin crust and using the store bought. But I still like this pizza a lot better.
Oh, I think you
Calories.
mentioned the crust.
Crazy, right? Well,
That was very crazy.
at least now I know the difference between making your own crust and using the store bought. But I still like this pizza a lot better than going to, for example, Little Caesars, where it's like 2,000 calories for a whole
That's
pizza.
the
This
thing.
look right.
That's the biggest point, though.
Can't
Like,
look
no
at it
matter
now, it's
what,
fine.
like normal pizza. Like, even with that, like.
So
And thank you, Ox. That was a great video.
yeah,
And that-
Oxford, that was an awesome video,
Yeah,
and
dude.
he's right. Compared to like Pizza Hut or Little Caesars or something, you're definitely
Dude.
doing yourself. I will say this, and this is what
Mhm.
I wanted to comment on.
Mhm.
I think because those are some pretty high carb numbers, like 174, and then the calories.
Mhm.
That was a lot of calories for an anabolic pizza. But what I will say is, I think you should definitely look at different sauces. Some sauces, if you look at the back, the calories may be a little higher. or maybe they got some fat in it or too much sugar or something like that, I would recommend getting just regular fat-free pizza sauce. Well, it's really a lot of pizza sauces, like straight up pizza sauce in the jar, right? It's meant for pizza. It's pizza sauce.
Right.
Typically only has about a gram, a half a gram to 0 grams of fat already. And they're already pretty low in calories. So I would just go to your local market, get regular old pizza sauce. If you can get fat-free, low-calorie pizza sauce, which the pizza sauce we use in our video, which you'll see what the brand is 0 fat, low calorie. I think it was like 30 calories per serving.
Right.
And we use 2 servings, 60.
Well,
60.
we'll get into that.
We'll definitely get into that. But just to touch on what Oxford was doing, and then the crust. It looked like it was one of those.
He already commented, so you can go back.
Oh,
and
did he
look
comment?
if you want.
I do want
I'm
to see
gonna
what
go
he
to the
said.
restroom real quick, so
Yeah.
if you can-
You're good. So Oxford, I'm going to go up and look at your comments, see what you said. Pillsbury thin crust, 900 calories. I just saw a video earlier where he found a better thin crust. So, yeah, 900 calories. Was that 900? So that was 900 calories just for that crust. Okay, yep, 1 point. Okay. All right, sorry guys, I was just reading Oxford's comments. Yeah, dude, that's a lot. You know, I'm just being honest. That's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you're still doing way better than going to like Pizza Hut or something like that. So, dude, I'm not trying to do that. Pizza look bomb. I would eat the hell out of it. So, dude, good on you, man. And I'm so happy that you filmed yourself making that, especially if we had anything to do to encourage you to do that or not. Definitely do appreciate that. And I mean, it's only going to be better for you, right? But just to make little minor changes, I would, if you can, dude, stay tuned because we're about to start playing this fucking mic. We're about to start playing some clips from what we shot, some anabolic pizzas that we made. I have a few tips on some different crusts and different things that you can make. If you haven't watched Remington's Chicago deep dish pizza recipe, he gives you a really good dough recipe you can make from scratch that's very low calorie pizza dough. So you can use that for deep dish or regular. You can flatten it out, do whatever you wanted. If you wanted to get creative and handsy in the kitchen and do that, you could. But if you didn't want to do that, instead of buying the Pillsbury stuff, I would watch our video. If you don't have time, just shoot us a DM or something. But I have different ideas that I've gotten from people like Remington, Greg Doucette. I've gotten these ideas from them that makes the pizza very anabolic, very low calorie. And you'll see the pizzas that we made right here in a few minutes, and you'll see your calories were probably like triple or quadruple what our calories were. Your protein was amazing, obviously, for that fucking pizza.
Do you think that's because of the crust?
I think the crust had something to do with it, and then the pasta sauce he used even had.
Yeah, because he even mentioned in the.
Yeah, 900 for just that crust. Yeah, I agree completely. Yeah, man, but dude, look, you still did it. So, dude, don't think I'm trying to like shit on it or anything like that. I promise you, I'm not. That shit looked amazing, and I definitely think that's better. And you were saying now that you know you can make your own pizza. Now you know you can make your own pizza.
Yep.
And now you can get really creative with it, and definitely I would get more creative with the crust and the sauce, so that way you can bring that shit. You could cut that down more than half. You know what I mean? And still be full. Still be like satisfied and full, and feel like you just ate a pizza.
Right.
So.
Shimla over on the YouTube said, "Yay, Laura. You are awesome. You have lost awesome pounds. Even I am motivated to stick to my diet. Yay, let's shred it." Yeah. And she also said, "Ha ha ha, you guys did match." Bullshit.
We did, damn
Bullshit.
It. And Laura,
he has the light on him. He has, look, the lighting, my lighting is too strong, and we're going to fix that. Baby steps, guys.
We will, and I'm not complaining.
You are complaining.
I'm not complaining.
It wouldn't have even been a bit on the thing if you didn't complain.
No, I'm just complaining because I look like fucking Casper.
You are Casper, Jimmy. You are Casper. Maybe if you spent a little bit of time in the sun, vampire.
All right. I was going to say, Laura, believe it or not, Laura, you're actually inspiring other people just through our little community, our little thing
it's huge.
that we have going on here right now. You know what I mean? This is our little club. You're all in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Laura, you're actually doing more than you think you're doing. So just keep your head up.
It's huge. It's huge. Like your positivity is rubbing off on everyone else as well. It's this.
I'm going to say something. Dave Brocky, rest in peace. Lead singer of
Oh,
War, Odor
boy.
Sharangus. He said one time, he said, just remember when you're waking up in a hotel room throwing up all over yourself, some motherfuckers got it worse than you do.
Because they gotta clean it up.
And that is true. You know, when you're having a bad day and you're waking up vomiting all over yourself, some motherfucker has it worse than you do.
They do.
So just know that count your blessings and keep her fucking moving.
Keep her rolling.
Keep
baby.
on keeping on.
All right, now.
Sorry.
Now, do we want to get into our anabolic pizza that we got into today?
Yeah.
Now, well, I guess I say our. Now, so I'm more of the shred shed, went for a walk, got lost type of guy. Jimbo's more. That's the name of our YouTube hiking show.
Oh, okay.
But Adam and I are bringing it back, so we're going to be doing that live as well. So Adam and I are going to be covering our Went for a Walk, Got Lost episodes. So you're going to be seeing a lot more hiking and traveling and wherever we can go to get lost. We just got to go somewhere we've never been before. It's all about exploring places that you've never been. It's just getting out there and just going. And we've went to Annapolis Rock like multiple times, and we've taken a lot of video there, but we love that place. But we like places like that. Places that are scenic, places, and it doesn't necessarily have to be scenic. It can be historic. It can be like Gettysburg and that type of things. So those are coming. That's going to be coming on my stream right here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're on Twitch, by the way, so I want to advertise that to you, even though you guys are already watching on whatever platform you are watching on, and if that works for you, it works for you. We get more comments, so if you want to be more into the chat, you can go on to the Facebook right now, because our Facebook has a lot more comments. It's a little bit more live than the YouTube and the Twitch stuff. But that's because I have a lot more interactive people on Facebook than YouTube and Twitch at the time. So now we're about to go on and get into our work. So let's check the comments one more time before we roll.
Laura said, "Do not fix his light if it means it will make him late next time." Next week.
Listen, Laura, no matter what, some people are what they are,
God.
and that's all that they are.
Just accept me and my flaws.
We accept you. We didn't say it was flaws, but did you read the Oxford comment from a video earlier I watched? I'm going to look at for organic, ultra thin and crispy pizza crust. 380 calories. Stephanie said yes. And then Laura said, "Thank you, everyone. It's nice to hear from everyone, and I appreciate it."
Oxford,
Laura,
I might have
beautiful.
something even better in mind. You could do that, and that's awesome. That's fucking great. But I might have something that's even easier and takes way less time. I'll go ahead and say it. You can see it in the video, but in case you don't have time or anything happens, wraps. Like, go to your market and find some good low-carb wraps. Like the big wraps that you can make a thin and crispy pizza with. But that's what we're going to go over right now. So if you guys want to hang in, fucking watch this. I think it's some good stuff, right?
We're going to comment with it. We're gonna have a little bit of a conversation with everything as we go through this as well. So here's our
debut episode.
Here's our debut episode of our anabolic meals with featuring Jimbo Sinndred.
Mm-hmm. Simbo.
So it's anabolic pizza time then, huh?
It is.
Let's do it.
Somebody shake.
Fun. I haven't been to this store in like.
We're
what
at
are we
Giant,
looking for now?
so if you guys
Look
are
for the
familiar with
wraps.
Giant.
This pizza's going to be anabolic as fuck.
I have a dirty mouth sometimes. Sorry.
So
Oh, so it's going to be thin
We're
crust
gonna
pizza.
pause.
So these don't look like they're
yeah, I wanna see how much they can see. So that is called Lavas bread, and they're wraps. So as a matter of fact, because you brought your stuff home.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm
No,
going
I
to
left
do-
it over at Aunt Rhonda's.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. So.
All right, so that's okay. So we're doing this live, right?
Yep.
So it should
Just see if
happen.
you can find it online. That's
So
okay.
I wanted to show, especially for Oxford and anybody else who is interested in this, I'm going to pull up right now lavash bread. There it is right there. Lavash bread wraps. And boom, we got it. Boom, there it is right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it up real quick because I want to look at the
You could send it to me and I could put it on the screen if you want.
ingredients. Yeah.
Text it to me and then we'll do
All
that.
right, boom. So this is so that's multi-grain. I mean, you could absolutely use it. At all. So sorry guys, I'm just wanting to I'm gonna send this to him so he can put it up on the screen.
So everybody can see it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hold it up. I just want you guys to see exactly what I'm talking about because you will be so surprised. Here it is. So I found it, and boom. So I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna send them both to you, and I'm also gonna give boom. Okay, so I'm gonna send this over to good old Paul Jordane real quick. I'm gonna boom, boom. All right, so they're on their way. But he's going to put it up on the screen. But just for the sake of, I don't want to like hold anybody up here. A serving of one of these wraps is half of that flatbread. So we're not going to use half. We're going to use the whole thing, right? So for a whole flatbread, you're looking at 120 calories. You're looking at 3 grams of fat. And you're looking at 12 grams of protein. 4 grams of fiber is in that. So you're looking at 16 carb, but 4 of that 16 is going to be fiber. Like I said, 12 grams of protein for a whole flat, 120 calories, 3 grams of fat. So that's what we use, and that's what I'm holding up in the video. That's what we use for our flatbread. I got that idea from Greg Doucette. That brand, I was surprised to find it. Because sometimes when you're watching people's videos, you think like, oh, that's only in their area. I'm going to go to the store and I'm not going to be able to find it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do a little bit of looking around, these wraps are always by the deli counter. I've seen it at multiple stores. When we went to Giant, I've seen it at Weiss. I've seen it at all these stores. It's always by the deli counter. So don't look in the tortilla aisle or anything like that where like they got all the like Hispanic and like Asian foods and stuff. Go to your like produce area, wherever the like deli counters are, and look over in that area. That's where I've always found these
There's
wraps.
the lavash for you.
So there's a lavash breakdown for you guys. That's the brand. That's what the back of the package looks like. But they're I have found them at multiple stores. So hopefully you guys should have them. But anything similar to this, any kind of wrap like this, would work for a good thin and crispy.
What about like those
pizza.
circular, the ones
Like
that you see at like
tortillas?
like tortillas.
You could do a tortilla wrap if you wanted. I would get the biggest one you can find and get the low carb version. Get those, what are they called, like Carb Smart or low carb tortillas. Get those because they're going to be much lower in calories, fat, and the protein is pretty good in those. So if you wanted to use one of those, you could too. They're going to be thin and crispy, right? So you got to like thin and crispy pizza. But look, if you're trying to stick to your diet, you're trying to lose weight, make gains, you're able to eat pizza on your diet. So just know it's not going to be Pizza Hut pizza. It's going to be your own pizza. So yeah, you are sacrificing a little bit, but like with the fat-free cheese and the thin and crispy, but it's still a fucking pizza. And it's
a pizza, dude.
We're
gonna
get there.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ahead of myself here because Ron ate it, and you'll get his thoughts on it.
Right.
So now you guys got it, and whenever we're ready, we can go ahead.
Ready to continue?
Yeah. I just wanted to comment on that part real
Pretty
quick.
much, but when you look at the macro breakdown for this, one is half a serving, so 120 calories for one whole one. Is that 3 grams of fat, 12 grams of fucking protein, all in one. Yep. So you get 12 grams of protein just for one. So this is my favorite brand for making like anabolic thin crust pizzas. You know. So we're gonna go with those, and 4 come in a pack.
It's weird, but it is
shredded
fascinating.
cheese.
Because I don't think about this stuff. I just do my chicken, rice, and broccoli. I keep it rolling.
It's all protein, you know. There's like 9 grams of protein per
But it's still kind of cheesy. The texture, does it taste cheesy?
It's cheese.
Because if it doesn't taste like cheese, I'm going to throw it in your face.
Does that speed it up for them
If it was fat free, you
as
wouldn't
well?
Oh, this is
it's just coming off like that. But it evens up.
They got a natural pizza there. Why don't we just get that instead of making your? We're gonna build our own. Build your own sounds better anyway.
Usually the stabilizers
We look
are
out for us.
but that we can use the back time.
They don't look out for you. You know what I mean? They're gonna load you up with fat and carbs, but then you're gonna say it's organic. Try to get in front.
So we had the crust. Now we're looking for the cheese.
Be good. Yes. There is.
There we go.
Mozzarella. Check that out. See, look.
Fat-free.
28 grams per serving, 0 fat, only 2 carb, 9 grams of protein. So that's what you want.
I already see it. All right, let me guess what it is. Is it Nero Gusto?
That's it.
Now we're on the sauce.
Yep, sauce. Give me that
Gotta pick up that sauce, boss.
Delalo. Assuming it's Delalo. I like this.
You say stop.
Actually, yeah. Well, I was going to say, so Oxford and anybody else watching right now, I would say Delalo. I think that's the name. You can hear me trying to pronounce it here. If you have it at your store, I would definitely recommend this one. Classico fire roasted pizza sauce. Holy shit. Oh, that's some good stuff. But I'm about to give you the nutrition breakdown here, so check this sauce out. You got some comments?
Yeah, I just went onto YouTube and Shmila said, on your comments on the light on you guys, you both are Twilight characters.
Oh.
Jimmy is the vampire and Ron is the wolf.
No, I knew she was going to say you were the fucking wolf. He's got, what's that guy's name? Like Taylor something?
Well, he was
Lautner or
Native
something?
American and I have Native American in me, so there you go. There you go. That at least it makes sense a little bit. But what were you saying?
Yeah, I was just going to say we're getting to the sauce now. So
Yeah. So are we ready to continue
ready
on?
to rock and roll?
Because 63 grams, it's a pretty healthy serving. Like sometimes I'll just do 1 serving on those same flatbreads, and it's enough. But I know Ron over here loves his sauce, so he could do 2 servings of sauce, and you're still only getting sauce queen. You're still
Sauce queen.
I'm a sauce queen.
He's a sauce queen.
only getting.
Fucking deal with it.
If you do 2 servings, you're getting
Or don't. And
Or
just
don't.
let me be.
60 calories, all right? It's still 0 fat. If you do 2, you're going to get 14 carb, but yeah, we're not worried about that. But yeah, 0 fat. That's the important part. And it's 1 gram of protein. So I mean, take your protein where you can get it. You know, that's just going to add
this to that 12.
Yeah, that's going to add
13 now. And it's tomato sauce, so it tastes really good anyway.
Yeah. So
Is there really any better sauce?
the good thing is if we can cut it, we
Not
can cut a
really.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the other stuff, like even what I'm saying right
There's
now.
like
Well, it'll be
8,000 different types of pasta sauces.
Do we want to have this as like our opening screen, or do we want to? Let's review it. Let's like play it and then talk about it, because we'll do that with Oxford's video too.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes there, you know.
I edited this thing as fast as I could.
I know he
man.
edited this video in like not even 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
and this is our
Nothing
first one,
pretty.
so we're gonna get better at this.
A lot more time. And we'll be
But
able to
I
do
still
it.
even like this because I don't know about you, and I also don't know about you guys. I love watching people shop.
Do
It's
you?
the weirdest
That
thing.
is weird.
So a lot of the like channels that I follow that have anything to do with like eating and stuff like that, they all have videos of
Where
them
they're
shopping for
shopping.
their food.
Yeah.
It
And
kind of helps you.
What were you
get
saying
an idea.
earlier about like everybody looking at us while we were
Oh
going?
yeah. So 'cause
Everybody. We attract a lot of attention,
and
dude.
here's the thing to that, because so like because I told him, I was like, now I know so like I was just saying, all the people's like channels that I watch where they do shopping videos as well. I was like, now I know what they feel like when everybody's looking at them because they're like somebody following with a fucking camera.
Right.
And I was like, and here's a 900-foot tall, tanned up, jacked up brother, and here's a slightly shorter.
But you got the
I got
dreads,
the black and
you
red
got the-
dreads,
yep,
and I'm
the
all
metal.
decked out.
Literally
my metal
looks like
gear.
a heavy metal. The lead singer of a heavy metal band.
Yeah, and we're walking through the store being filmed.
Yep.
So
Yep.
attention on us, which we
It
don't
is
hate
what it is. Right.
We
It
don't
is
hate
what
it.
it is.
We don't hate attention, being honest.
Can't hate
Obviously.
that. Can't hate
Obviously.
that. Right.
So yeah, I do like watching people shop. It also helps you get an idea for what you got to get. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know. So here we go. All right, so I know you love
most people love regular pepperoni. This is regular pepperoni, right? This is regular pepperoni. Problem is,
Pay attention.
so a serving size is 18 slices. So that's a pretty good amount, 18 slices. But that's going to give you, if I can show the camera here, 140 calories, 13 grams of fat. So for 18 slices, you're getting 13 grams of fat. You are getting 7 grams of protein. That's not that much, though. 18 pepperoni, you're only getting 7?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. Turkey pepperoni. Now, a lot of people may be a little skeptical about turkey pepperoni.
I'm
but
skeptical.
telling you,
I'm skeptical about turkey pepperoni.
it's the same thing, man. It tastes the same.
Because I like turkey bacon, but turkey bacon's not the same as regular bacon.
Now, the serving size is the same gram-wise. Like, if you see 18 slices is 30 grams.
Yeah.
Well, 12 slices is 30 grams. So you're getting less slices, but you can mess around. You can do a couple of servings, but check this out. For 30 grams, you're getting 80 calories instead of 140.
Yeah, it's almost
you can't
cut in
really
half.
beat that.
4 grams of fat instead of 13 grams of fat. And you're getting 9 grams of protein versus 7 grams of protein. So this is all.
But the thing is, you're looking at those ingredients and it's every little piece, so it's just amplified up because it's just so much better that way.
And if you keep watching a little further along, this brand is Bridgeford, right? Awesome brand, but we found a better fucking brand later.
Yeah, and I
Just
accidentally
in
cut that
passing.
part out, but you
did
need
cut
to
it
bring
out?
it. Yeah, I think I cut that out. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I
Okay.
cut that out.
Well,
We'll see.
just think
This is a more anabolic choice. You're getting a couple of
If
grams
we
more
pass by it,
protein.
then we'll see.
It's almost
I
like
think that I did
almost
pass by
half the freaking calories.
it. I wasn't there.
And
that's no.
the
but,
fat
it's
literally.
I can always
Well,
tell.
like,
Well, we'll talk
triples.
about it. Yeah, because it's more important too. Because
Yeah, it's more than triple
that saved us some macros
for the
there.
regular pepperoni. So go turkey. Go turkey.
And it should
If
be
you
deli
get two
style.
packs of this,
Yeah,
you
we
can
which
have
it
to
would be
walk
by
because
because
that
for a
brand is
standard
usually it's like big in the delis.
pizza is one of these flatbreads, and you like thin crust anyways.
Yeah,
I like thin crust.
And I prefer the thin crust. So
Thin
it's not-
So lavash,
crust and sauce. That's what I need.
lavash bread wraps, and some fat-free pizza sauce,
I'm lying. I like all the
Fat-free.
pizza. All the pizza.
fat-free mozzarella, and turkey pepperoni. Doesn't have to be this brand. This is just what we saw. But turkey pepperoni in general is going to be the best bet. You can get creative and do chicken if you want. Like you could slice up some chicken and throw it in the pan and saute it a little bit. Throw it on your pizza, pop it in the oven. Whatever toppings you want, as long as it's like a lower fat topping. You know what I mean? Like you can even do ground beef. Some people like kind of make like a little hamburger pizza.
Yeah, I've seen those.
For that, I would recommend doing fat-free cheddar, and then I would do like the leanest ground beef you can find, and
Or
then
turkey ground beef.
or turkey ground beef, even better. Ground turkey, even better, or ground chicken. Fine.
Ground chicken. Yep.
So whatever is the leanest,
Be
Yeah,
creative.
you can get creative.
so
Be creative.
fucking matter. So
I had to get the Parmesan.
You're the-
So this
you're
was
the
a little
It's
addition.
a little
for me.
add-on.
I
It's
wanted
a little
if you wanna
add-on.
I'm a little
I don't really
fancy.
do it, but if you wanted to
I'm a
add
cheese
some
queen, too.
Parmesan cheese, it's a classic topping for a pizza. You could do this for one serving is 2 tablespoons. It's 20 calories. You're adding a gram and a half of fat, but you're also adding 2 more grams of protein. So, let's be honest. Like a gram and a half of fat is not. It's not gonna kill you. It's not the end of the fucking world. 20 calories at the end. Even if you did 2 servings, you're 40 calories, 3 grams of fat. You're doing 4 grams of protein. Those numbers add up. You may think like 1
Yeah,
gram, 2 grams protein.
And if I could say too, like if you wanted to add a couple extra toppings like that, some people like to do like those banana peppers or like those
Mushrooms.
Like you can get creative. Like
Jalapenos.
when you want to add vegetables, don't fucking worry about tracking it. It's fucking vegetables. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like you can get creative. If you want to do some sprinkle over some Parmesan cheese, knock yourself out. But just know that you are going to add some extra calories, some extra fat. But like I said in the video, it's not the end of the world. You're already you're already staying anabolic, and you're doing a lot better than you would do if you were to give into your cravings and order Domino's.
Laura. That's a good one.
What
Callback. Laura with the callback.
Oh my God, shut out the chat because my phone's about to die.
Laura with the call. You got an iPhone?
I do.
Charge. Just put this into the wall.
Oh, perfect. Look at that. We equipped here in the Jordane studio.
Actually, I'd rather you read the comment there.
No, I'm gonna read it.
This is
goddammit.
probably easier for you because it'll be so you don't have to have it behind you.
Oh,
You know?
look at that. Look at that. Hey, we're live, folks. We're live.
Yeah.
We're live.
Get it in there for
I'll
you.
fucking figure it out. And then I'm gonna read.
Try not to
Lori
let you kill
probably
yourself, but I want you to read
bury
Laura's
me.
because that's a good. No, she didn't bury you at all.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not burying you at all. It's just
Well,
talking about.
I automatically go to that.
Well,
you
I
know?
forgot because I completely forgot about that. It was a
all
good.
right.
It was a good thing.
I'm gonna go back up to the chat now.
Yeah. Go through some of the
Um,
other comments first, though, just so we can cover
All right,
everybody.
so boom, here we go. So I'm gonna hop on here. Let's see. I've added cooking. I will be fixing one. Sounds good. Hell yeah, Stephanie, definitely fix it. Oxford, thank you. That looks great, says Laura. It does look great. I've added. Oxford says I've added cooked Canadian bacon, 5 slices. Yeah, dude, Canadian bacon way better than regular bacon. It's
Oh,
way
I
more
haven't
anabolic.
thought about that. Is it
way
really?
more anabolic. Now it's a little different. Yeah, obviously it doesn't taste like our traditional bacon.
But does it
here,
taste good?
But yes, Canadian bacon is fucking
I've never had
fire.
Canadian bacon. I think I've had Canadian bacon when it was.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Is it those really big thick pieces?
It's not, and they're round.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
can slice them up. Yeah, dude, they're so
That's
good.
what it
I'm
is.
telling you. Thanks, guys. Absolutely, Oxford, man. You rock. Lori says Lori says look good. Laura said great. Laura said Greek yogurt and self-rising flour makes good dough. That's interesting. Stephanie, you're welcome, Oxford. So I'm a little down. I gotta go back. Laura said, "Do not fix it." Okay, I'm a little. Bob Hollywood said, "What I miss." Fuck you, Bob.
Look up that comment before him, though.
Paul, I sent you my picture from.
That's
my
what you're getting?
3-mile walk the other. Yeah.
You didn't see Laura's most recent?
No.
It said Jimmy can take his grilled nuggets and put it on the pizza.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you wanted to do anyway. 'Cause we
Dude,
were talking about.
I literally said like you could literally go to Chick-fil-A and get the grilled nuggets and throw that bitch on a pizza. It is
and just
fire.
roll. Yeah,
For a 12 count of grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A is like 3.5 grams of fat and like 39 grams of protein.
Right.
Like, dude, are you kidding me?
You can't
Like,
beat that.
It's so
you
good.
can't beat that.
What did you miss, Bob? Yeah,
A lot.
yeah.
All about pizza. We've been talking about food.
We've been talking about food for
motivation, like that type of stuff. It's kind of our
And
Friday night thing,
a while.
you know.
If Bob wasn't lazy and felt like driving, maybe he would have been hanging out behind the scenes here with us.
Hey, you don't even have to be behind the scenes. Bob's always welcome, you know.
Not on our shit. Fuck you, Bob. This is our shit.
There is like little, but when you're fucking doing this, like those numbers add up, and then before you know it, you got a fucking little ass pizza that's.
Look at Nipple Man.
I know, guys. Listen,
Look at Nipple Man.
The more confident I get, the skinnier I cut these fucking
Dude,
shirts.
I'm telling you. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna have a compilation of Jimmy's shirts
My
from
shirt.
the first time he showed up at the shred shed to now, because he went from here to here to here
and
to
now
just
nipples are
anybody
just
got any babies that
mine
want to be
is so
fed?
just-
Anybody got any hungry babies?
You know,
I can pacify them for a while.
I
can't
don't
really
do
feed
it
'em.
I don't do it on purpose to cut them this short. I'll cut them, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I'll go to put it on. I'm like, oh shit.
Shit.
And I'm like, fuck it. I'm a guy. I can show my nipples. Okay.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah,
fuck it.
lucky you, man.
And I'm
privilege.
trying to be more confident. You know what I mean?
Good.
Now, once I get a
Burns
hell of a
person.
brother tan, I'm unstoppable.
But
I'm
also,
not even
you are
worth it
unstoppable.
anymore.
You are unstoppable. I agree.
Calories add up too. So you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with it all. Mainly pay attention. Have an
I
idea
hope
of
I
what you're
edited
looking
everything
for.
bad that we said.
Don't go above too much of what your daily limits are, or your limits for your
This is
in
the
a hurry,
first
man.
time I've rewatched this back.
You saw how fast I watched it and listened to it. All right, yeah. So we didn't talk about the turkey. So talk about the
Okay,
turkey
so
deal. So the
we
turkey
were-
deal was a breakthrough with us.
We wanted to go back and get another pack of the lavash wraps. So I just happened to pass by in the deli section, Boar's Head
Right.
has a package of turkey pepperoni, and Boar's Head was 10 calories less. Instead of 80 calories, it was like 70 calories. It was 10 grams of fucking protein versus 9, and it was 16 slices versus 12 slices. So with the Bridgeford was, I think I said 80 calories for 12 slices, 9 grams of protein for 12 slices. That's still awesome. I think it was 4 grams of fat for 12 slices. The Boar's Head, 70 calories, 10 grams of protein, and I think it was 3.5 grams of fat versus 4, and that was for 16 slices. So, if you see Boar's Head turkey pepperoni slices, get that instead of Bridgeford. You could get Bridgeford, get whatever brand you can fucking find. I think Hormel or whatever that one brand is sells like pepperoni. They got turkey pepperoni. Get turkey pepperoni anytime you can, but we just happened to stumble across Boar's Head. It was more anabolic. 10 grams of protein, 3.5 fat.
Just the chances,
awesome.
and the thing about Boar's Head is all over the place. It's mainly in the deli though. So if you go to the deli area, you'll see a lot of Boar's Head because they make hams and turkeys and all kinds of different meats. So obviously the turkey pepperoni at that, because they make regular pepperoni
yeah,
too.
they make a lot of stuff.
And their regular pepperoni might not be too bad either. It might be pretty anabolic as it is. So there's no telling. So, want to continue?
Yeah, let's go fucking keep doing it.
Keep it moving?
Keep her moving.
Yeah, so right here, I'm buying my ingredients.
Yeah,
He's buying his ingredients.
It's getting there.
That chest, though, and them biceps are starting to come in, man.
Right.
We need some encouragement for Jimbo on the chat. So come on, guys, give Jimbo a little bit of encouragement. He's been busting his ass at the shred shed, trying to get some gains, and that's what this is all about. We're all trying to get some gains, man.
Because it can all go dark at any second. So,
Bob Hollywood said that I just woke up from a nap at 11:45 a.m. or p.m. You're waking up from a nap. That's the worst time to wake up from a nap, dude. You're probably going to be up all night.
That just means when I'm done here, we can go hang out and get fucked up somewhere.
There you go.
Thanks, Oxford. I'm proud.
Pizza.
You said you got this.
I'm just happy about the pizza. I'm very excited about the pizza. Be careful
I
with these
love pizza.
flatbreads. They can rip. Yeah, they might rip if you're not careful with them. So just try to be careful. I wouldn't stack a bunch of heavy stuff on top. No, you just. We're trying to make.
All right, so now we made it back to the house. We're cooking that at my aunt's house because she has a nicer kitchen than I do.
Yeah, it's a little more spacious, and we're back here. This is my first time watching his back. I'm curious to see what he cut out, what he didn't cut out.
I'm curious. So, and I edit it at 2 times the speed. So,
yeah,
because I was
when he edits.
We're so pressed for time. It's like we're gonna get better at this. We're always gonna get better at this. This whole week.
This isn't bad.
Look, man, I have been like drilling myself every single night this week. I've spent like 4 or 5 hours on this computer, just drilling how to get this stuff straight.
The brothers,
get it right, man. Like I've been working.
The brothers are gonna need a fucking cruise at some point, man. We're gonna need
Eventually,
we're gonna need a little getaway.
We're gonna have to get paid to go on that cruise, baby.
Yeah.
The funny baby term, taking a toot.
You had to go take a toot.
Yeah, God. Why didn't you cut this out? I was just, just whatever.
A poot. He wants to take a shit before we cook food. Thanks a lot. Like we want that visual before we.
He had to go take a shit.
No, I didn't.
Jimmy, we've got to go cook.
didn't.
We got to go cook food, and homeboy wants to go take a shit.
That's not true.
He wants to go take a shit before we go eat.
We have people in the chat room, Ron. Would you have some food? Have some food.
He had to take a poo-poo. I'm sorry.
I stepped out of the kitchen to take a toot, and it's just, I hope you fucking choke on that shit.
I almost. I was so close.
It's just
so close.
It's a stupid little vape term that's funny. When you take a hit, you're taking a toot.
Oh, you and the vape kids. Oh, the vapor. The vapor. How much that vaporizer cost you?
Vape Life or whatever.
You don't act like you don't know how to do it, bitch. You know how to do that shit. You're all about that vape life. motherfucker.
Poop out of my ass?
Yeah, let's talk about shit. that we're about to eat.
Maybe yours, not my ass. You ain't gonna see no shit coming out of my ass.
I don't shit.
Maybe a little bit of diarrhea, but it ain't nothing solid.
It'll be water shit, but it ain't real shit. It ain't real shit.
No.
You ain't gonna see no real shit coming out my ass.
So now we're back to, again, like we showed in the store, we're using our lavash bread, anabolic bread. So now you could just put the toppings on and throw it right in the oven, but what's going to happen is that the outside of your crust is going to get really crispy, but then the inside underneath all the toppings is going to be very flimsy. So it's always good to, once your oven preheats, just go ahead and throw them in the oven for like 4 minutes or something, like something real simple, just something to get it 4 or 5 minutes, get it crispy, don't burn it, and that's just going to help toast the whole thing. So then when you do put all your like toppings and shit on, it's still going to be crispy throughout the whole thing. It's going to hold your shit better, right? You know what I mean? So what we did was preheated the oven to 400 degrees. The oven is ready now.
No comment.
So we're good to go. So we're just going to put these in the oven, and
Shit's
then we will be
a
back.
mighty high theme tonight. Huh?
All right, so these just came out of the oven. This one was a little.
Oh, so what did you just do?
So I always cook one, like I cook them one at a time for myself, right? This is the first time I've done 3 at one time. So I cooked it for me, you, and our cameraman, our producer, the unspoken hero of the show, Ralph. I cooked him one too. So I had 3 in the oven, and I put 2 on the top rack, 1 on the middle rack. And I was thinking that, well, the 2 pans on top is going to block out the heat from the one on the bottom. So I was like, well, maybe that one's going to take a... I basically slightly burnt and just heating it up. Because like I was saying in the thing, you just want it to be a little crispy. Because if you just throw them right in, just like that with all your toppings, like I said in the video, the outside is going to get crispy. But the underneath all your toppings is not going to cook that well. And it's going to be flimsy. You're picking up, it's going to fall off. So you want them to crisp up. If you're doing 1 at a time, like most people aren't going to cook 3 at a time, 400 degrees, throw it in there for 4 or 5 minutes. Watch it though, just let it get a little crispy, and then take it out, put all your shit on it, throw it in the oven, 400 degrees for about 15 minutes or so. A little less if you want a little less cooked, a little more if you want it extra crispy. But I just burnt it just a little bit, but it wasn't a big deal because you like yours extra
I like it
crispy
crispy anyway. I'm good with that.
But that's okay. It's not going to hurt it. It'll be crispier. So whoever wants extra crispy, this might be one. So now the fun part.
Sign me
So
up,
I
big
just
boy.
need a spoon, couple of things here. What else?
I look like I'm
I'll
not
get 2 of those just in case.
You brought your bag up too, Jimmy?
For Jimmy standards, 100%.
I don't think I brought my bag.
That's your bag. Well, that's
It is? Okay.
I still got
It's
some.
not like this.
Not for normal people, you are.
I don't know if I didn't remember if I brought mine.
All right, anabolic ingredients. Anabolic ingredients.
You see what?
Yeah, for normal people, fuck you. I'm definitely.
All right, so sorry, I was talking to the dogs.
Talking to the dogs. The
Kitchen
Dugs.
full of animals
Dogs.
The Dugs.
and the dogs.
Literally.
See what I did there? See what I did there? Kitchen full of animals. All right, so
Yes.
obviously,
Bob.
first
hand
things
movements are
first
important.
is the sauce. I'm just getting everything.
What do you mean?
Well, someone called me. Bob said everyone knows Jimmy doesn't fart. That's a terrible word.
Nipple boy pizza.
I was getting to that. I was getting to it. Laura says, I love watching you guys at the Shred Shed. Jimmy, you do awesome. Thank you, Laura. Nipple Boy Pizza.
And
that's
the
what I'm gonna start
beautiful.
calling it.
Here's the thing too. Now that we're getting all of this situated, we're going to be having a lot more Shred Shed footage coming on here because we're going to be covering a lot of that stuff too. So we may need another night. So we got this stream, but we may need one more night to be able to cover the Shred Shed stuff too. One night's for kind of food motivation stuff. One night's for motivation and working like in activity. I don't necessarily think fitness because fitness will cover everything,
Right.
you know,
It
because the
does.
Shred
It
Shed
does.
mainly But with the hikes,
Or
and
unless
all
we
these
just
other
want to
things
come
that
here
we
on
do.
Friday nights and record a 4-hour fucking show.
Exactly. Exactly. We can just keep it rolling. Yep, she loves Shred Shed, and then you read that Bob comment.
Yeah.
Do I have all those
yeah.
hand movements from the
Apparently, I
Carnival
move my hands
Christmas?
a lot. Maybe I do move my hands a lot. I don't know.
I think
It's
you
part of it.
Sauce is the boss.
Sauce is the boss.
The
So
Sauce
2
boss.
servings. So here we go. So it doesn't have to be fucking pretty, okay? We're not fucking trying to be like Gordon Ramsay here. We're trying to be anabolic. So,
We're not trying to be
and I'm also trying to hurry because we have other shit to do. So, and if you want yours like spread all the way to the side, you can do it. If you want to give yourself a little bit of a crust, you can do
I
it.
like a wannabe crust.
There are no rules. So Ron wants
Like
a little.
little piece of right.
So I'll give Ron a little bit of crust. I don't fucking. What the fuck is a crust? Not in my world.
I'm gonna make my crust with
Not my
cheese.
pizza.
I'm gonna cheese the crust up.
Well, my idea is.
Good to go.
Hold on.
So
Yours doesn't move.
My idea is with this crust or this pizza, I would create a crust of Parmesan cheese outlining the whole
Mhm.
thing, and then that would be my crust. So I would just melt it, but then like my crust is like stuffed crust.
And again, it's Ron's getting creative.
Yeah,
There you
exactly. I was thinking like, oh, I can make my own crust,
Hell yeah.
some stuff a little bit. Hopefully they don't stick too much because we don't have non-sticks for it. So now we got our fat-free mozzarella. So what we're going to need for this is we're probably going to do 3 servings each, and because that's going to give you a good amount of cheese for 3 servings. And so yeah, that's all I got to do. So there it is. I'm just putting- Yeah, exactly. I was thinking like, oh, I can make.
Parmesan zucchini. So I guess that's like a recipe for Parmesan zucchini.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a movie. He
When I
thought
first
the cheese was
saw it,
made
I was
out
like,
of zucchini.
For-
You need to make this cheese.
This is how much he doesn't know about fat-free cheese.
for like I don't know how long it was. I was looking at it and it said zucchini, and I was like, the main ingredient that doesn't. How do you
See,
make
he's teaching me so
zucchini
much,
cheese?
but I have a lot to teach him.
Hey, he's got
too.
a lot to
You
teach
know
me
what
too.
I mean?
It's that it goes both ways. It goes both ways because sometimes you gotta. I'm not as
Brothers
familiar.
gotta help each
I
other.
saw zucchini and I was like, is that how they did it fat free?
Is that how it's fat-free?
That
Because
doesn't
it
make
can't
any
be
sense.
cheese.
But in my head I was just like, how do they do that? How do they do it?
I don't like zucchini, so I wouldn't be eating that shit.
Look at my face. I'm like, my mind is just.
I'm gonna give you zucchini
Makes sense
cheese.
to me.
Some mozzarella cheese. Just plain old.
So just plain old mozzarella, just with fat free.
Just fat-free. So go ahead and
Look at that. Hey, look at that hair though. I mean, your hair's cool too, but look at that hair though.
I see those luscious.
So as you can see,
that
this
luscious
is one
long
serving.
hair.
So you can see
I
one
know, I
serving
think that
is
shit
not
cuts
really
it.
that much. So put however much you want, man. You know what I mean? Like if you want more than 3 servings or 2 servings, or even if this is enough, you just want 1. The world is yours. Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
The world is your oyster. The
It's
world is your
oyster.
Pizza. It's your pizza.
It's your pizza. The world is your fucking anabolic pizza. That's what it is.
It's got to be anabolic though. I don't want to eat this shit and then not feel like I'm gaining
Look at that
motherfucking
arm.
gains. You know what
I
I'm
I
saying?
gotta work my arms more.
And see, a lot of people
All
are
about
like,
the motherfucking gains.
and you know what? If you want to eat
And
what I'm about to make fun of, go ahead.
It
and
is
eat it.
pizza will
But
help you
a lot
get to
of people
those
are like,
gains.
oh, chicken, rice, and broccoli, brother. We gotta eat chicken.
Spoiler alert, I'm still full.
I
Rice and
shit on
broccoli.
people that eat chicken, rice, and
But
broccoli.
here's the thing: I don't shit on them. I feel bad because they don't know. They don't know that there's better ways to live. You don't have to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli every day. Like you can eat shit like this. You just have to make the smarter choices, like turkey pepperoni, flatbreads, or fucking fat-free cheese or fat-free sauce. Like you can, because when you're doing something like this, here's the thing: when you're doing something like this, it limits your craving. So like when you're sitting there and you're craving a fucking pizza, oh my god, I just want pizza, I want pizza. 9 times, well maybe not 9 times out of 10, but more often than not, depending on how long you've been eating chicken, rice, and broccoli, you're probably gonna fucking cave. You're gonna just fucking be like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, I've been doing so good lately, I'm gonna eat a whole fucking
And then
pizza.
You know what really
fucking
helped
video.
us, Ralph and I, out with
You better like,
with the
man.
rice
You better
with the
like.
rice problem? We started getting cauliflower rice,
Mhm.
and basically mixing it in with all the normal meats
And
that
I've
we
had
have.
cauliflower
And
rice.
we're not.
I
We're
will
just
say
eating
this.
vegetables.
Yeah,
And
that's
now it's
great.
just vegetables and meat.
Cauliflower rice is good. I
didn't know it was a thing.
It's so versatile.
I
Like,
had no idea.
if you guys haven't already, I would definitely look up YouTube videos on how to make cauliflower buffalo wings. They're pretty popular now. I know a lot of like actual restaurants have them now.
Right.
Cauliflower buffalo wings are so fucking good. You can do so much with cauliflower.
You definitely can. I guess that's because they don't have a taste and they have that weird texture, though. Huh?
Yeah, like you can slice them up into little wing-looking nugget pieces and roll them up in some flour and fry them or cook them in the oven or whatever you want to do. Maybe not fry them.
Right.
If you want it to be anabolic, don't fry it. But which really, I don't think cauliflower buffalo wings would be very anabolic. I think actual wings would be anabolic because it's going to give you all that protein.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing wrong with eating chicken wings, right? Like you can eat. You got to be careful with the sauces. Yeah, most wings are deep fried, right?
Most of
So
them.
if you want to go,
if they're any good,
but here's the thing: buy your own wings,
bake them.
bake them,
I bake mine.
marinate them in some Mr. G's sugar-free barbecue sauce. Tastes just like regular barbecue sauce. Fucking half the calories, and you're fucking home free, man.
Laura said, next Friday, if I can, I'm going to try to keep track of how many times you both say fuck. Listen, if we have
Good
footage,
luck.
if we have footage from the shred shed, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Have your earmuffs on. when
I'm
you
going to
watch this
be,
in the
I'll pretty much be in wrestling. I'll be in wrestling mode whenever we're in the shred shed. So I do not edit myself on that.
Much.
And that's
I mean,
great.
it takes a little while to get used to it, but you like it pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like it's really good. Once you freaking make it and you eat it, you put some soy sauce in it. You can't even. I mean, you can tell the difference, but it's just a worthy sacrifice, and
That's
it's
cauliflower
not like
rice.
Yeah. He's still
I don't really care about rice.
You should.
Cauliflower rice is really good.
4, 8, 12, 16. Well,
Hold my baby.
I did a serving plus 4.
This is how you burp your cat.
I was trying to burp it like a
He's
baby.
burping. That's a cat burp.
That's
Like
a
that.
legendary man cat saying hi.
Now he's gonna help us make the pizza.
He wants to help us.
Do you want some anabolic pizza? So I did a serving plus.
Sometimes I do wonder what's going through his head right now. Like he's sitting there looking at
think
you
he's
playing
just
with his
hanging out.
food, and he's just like seeing what we're doing.
Yeah, I think he's just hanging
He's
out.
like,
I
"What
think
are
he's
you-"
just happy to be around.
Curious, like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, like he's just looking around.
Because he saw that we were there, and he didn't come up for food or anything. I mean, he did. I guess he did, but
I gave him a little piece of turkey pepperoni.
spoiler.
Extra
alert.
row. So this would be the serving. If you wanted to stick to just the 16 slices, you can spread them out. I want to fill it up with pepperoni.
Yeah, fill that bitch up.
So maybe we could do some math on this and figure out what the extra, so we could take it as
Yeah, I did,
16 divided by, yeah,
a
so
serving
we could,
that
I could do
fill
some
up
math. I mean,
the wrap. If you wanted to,
16.
I was going to say, just real quick, if you wanted, if you wanted to do the exact serving, you might want to spread the pepperoni slices out a little bit. We wanted to cover ours up, so it was a serving plus 4 slices of pepperoni. I didn't feel like doing the math on it. Yeah, I know I'm slipping a little bit here. Like I should have did the math and broke it down what each of those pepperonis had in it and stuff like that. But I didn't feel like doing all that. I was like,
I don't think
it's
that's
not gonna-
absolutely necessary.
It's
at this
not,
point. Like
it's
at a certain
not.
point, you're being too technical.
You're being a little too, you're like splitting hairs. You know
Yeah,
what
it's like
I mean?
it's like people in the gym who are just so worried about their form, and they like take videos of every single set. And it's like, no, go and lift some goddamn weights.
Pick
Stop
the shit up and put it
overanalyzing.
down.
Yeah, go stop overanalyzing every single thing. Sure, don't hurt yourself, and you do want good form, but you also need to just get in there and be a little bit of an animal.
And to that, I'll say, sure, don't keep giving yourself a couple of inches here and then it turns into a mile. When you don't have to get so strenuous and track every single little minute little fucking thing.
Right.
But you do want to make sure don't keep going, oh, a little extra's fine. A little extra's okay, because then that little extra is going to keep growing. I just did 4 extra slices of turkey pepperoni to cover the last little sliver of flatbread. So the numbers I give later are accurate, but it's plus 4
It's
slices.
plus 4,
of pepperoni.
whatever.
So it's whatever.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's
Let's
whatever.
not overanalyze it.
It's down to 20.
20. Are we gonna have enough for everybody, or should I get mine? Or
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have 2 packs, so.
Lori said, "Oh man, cat."
looks like
And thank you for Lori for respecting Man Cat as a man, because his legal name is Boy Cat, but out of respect, we call him Man Cat. Eventually, he's almost 10. When will he graduate to Old Man Cat? Is that 14, 15?
12, 14.
We are hoping that Boy Cat, Man Cat, makes it to Old Man Cat. If he makes it to Old Man Cat, we'll have a celebration episode.
so. Yeah, about 4.5.
He lives a hard life.
4.5
He does.
servings. So yeah,
For a house cat.
But a fulfilling cat life.
because
He's
that's
kind of a, yeah, exactly.
It's like a hybrid.
He's a hybrid.
He,
He comes in and he enjoys his people and stuff, but then
And he goes outside and murders.
he goes into the wild. And he gets in fights, though, because sometimes he comes back with all kinds of scratches and cuts and bruises, and
He's a warrior.
he's a mess, man. I don't know what he is.
you know, we got four servings, so we're good. We can pepperoni the fuck out of it if we want, or turkey pepperoni.
Well, it's still pepperoni.
Still pepperoni.
I know, Boy Cat. It's not for you.
Don't tell me that. That's rude.
I know
Be
you.
disrespectful to
I know you want help. Should I give him one? Can you
Yeah, if he
please?
wants one, give him one.
There you go, baby. Oh, shit. Well, here, you just
Just let him have it.
Figure it
just
out.
hang out with that.
No, we're busy with that. Let us.
We're gonna get Boy Cat out of it.
We're gonna
What,
get
that's
like
already
a
anabolic?
Yeah, he
That was seasoning. Yeah,
He's already anabolic.
it's not bad. Just adds.
Now, we want to up it one more and put one more serving of cheese on top.
Yeah, I like the cheese on
that's
top of
the answer to that. So we did 4
Two bullets
servings
in
of
there.
fat-free mozzarella. Which is okay.
Because you know,
Yeah.
I like that they do that trick at Subway. When you get one of their pizzas there, it's got the cheese. They'll put the pepperoni on it, and then they'll put another layer of cheese on top of it. Oh my, that just sets it apart.
It does, though.
I'm gonna
A little
weigh
bit of
this
cheese on
out just
top
for
of
the
the pepperoni?
sake of being able to tell you guys what the
Now, I'm going to
nutrient
measure
breakdown
out
is
an
going
extra
to be.
serving of cheese.
So then we had actually 4.
So,
four
I like
four
some
servings.
cheese sprinkled on mine as well.
Got that Old Bay on there. Though. Can I taste a piece of your Old Bay? I just want to like taste it.
Oh yeah, so he put
Ah.
Obey on. You put Obey
Yeah,
on.
I
yours.
put Old Bay on my pizza. Yeah, have a little fun. Like I said, get a little creative.
Spice it up.
You can
literally
put red
spice it up.
pepper flakes on it if you want, whatever. Garlic powder.
And they're done. Now that was Ron's because Ron wanted his extra, right?
Crispy.
I'm extra.
Yeah, that's right. Adam had the smaller pan, so that's Adam's. And here's mine. Something fell in it.
Did it empty that? No. Cool. Didn't even leak any water out.
All right, so now our anabolic pizza is finished. Now, you guys both want Parmesan on yours?
I want Parmesan on mine.
Do you want Parmesan on yours, Adam?
This is going to be fun. So we're going to taste test it, and he's going to tell us exactly what this consists of. And this looks, I am so excited right now. I want this.
I love
How do you
pizza,
think it
man.
looks?
I'm a big
It looks
pizza.
delicious. It looks like a regular, legit, real pizza.
I have
gotta
more
be
pizza
honest. I was
recipes
thinking
I'd
this
like.
wasn't going to
More
even
pizza
look like a
recipes.
pizza. I thought it was going to be one of those weird, like not real pizza things.
And that's not the only crust you have to use.
So, that's, all right.
Parmesan,
So,
rub out.
I
Time
am
to test
looking
this
forward
baby
to
out.
hearing
Now this is the anabolic pizza that old Jimbo made for us tonight.
things about this anabolic pizza.
My first ever anabolic pizza.
And Adam behind the camera is going to try it too.
You're gonna. Well, we want to get him on camera.
You
too?
don't want to be on camera.
If you want.
No.
Up to him. No.
We can just get his audio.
You hear that crunch though? That's making me hungry. I want.
I know, I can eat all that one.
That's making me hungry, dude. I'm watching a video.
Does it make more?
How absurd
Tastes like
are
a
we?
pizza.
Yeah, right. Are we? How absurd
I
are
was
we
afraid of the cheese.
to be?
What do you
to
think?
be
I was
watching
thinking the
us
cheese
make
was
a
gonna be,
pizza.
I know.
Well, I don't even care because I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lori said
I don't
now I
taste the
want to make
difference
this
with the
pizza.
cheese. Just
It's
because
a
of the
good
sauce and
pizza
the
though,
pepperoni.
Lori. It's a
It's
really
not-
good pizza
pepperoni's
though.
really good too. It's you.
What do you think? You think it's worth everybody else trying to make?
Hell yeah, I think it's worth it. Everybody should be making this, and I want them to hear your genuine reaction.
I'm gonna go to the restroom.
All right.
I drink too much water.
You're right. You can't really tell a difference with that pepperoni.
If I just put this on here and gave it to you, you wouldn't be like, this isn't real pepperoni. It's only different because I told you it's turkey.
But if you didn't tell me, I don't know if I would notice. I don't think I would know. If you would have just said, hey, I'm going to make us some flatbread pizza, I wouldn't have even asked any questions eating this. I would have just been, pretty good flatbread pizza, man. Damn.
Are you ready to hear the nutrition breakdown?
Yeah, let's get a breakdown with this time. So this is one whole pizza, right?
Yep.
So one whole pizza, which is a flatbread, probably like a 12 by 16 inch thing or whatever.
Yep. So we are.
Hey, it was really good.
This is for the entire recipe. This whole pizza, you can eat the whole fucking thing with the Parmesan cheese because
Fucking bang.
we. Actually, no, I'm going to do without Parmesan cheese first,
Yeah, do it
because
without.
everybody doesn't eat Parmesan cheese.
Right.
So, without Parmesan cheese, you're looking at a total calorie add up of 430 calories. So, you got 430 calories.
For a general, and your general person eats about, 2,000 calories a day. That's like the recommended serving for an average person.
Right.
So
right.
400 calories for one meal is not bad whenever they recommend 3 meals a day, depending on the person, but you know.
So, you have 430 calories, 6.5 grams of fat. There's only 6.5 grams of fat in this entire pizza.
How many carbs?
31 carbs. A lot of that's fiber, though.
It's not bad.
31 carbs.
Is this wheat bread? What kind of bread is it?
It's like
wasn't
flax
paying
and wheat, a couple of other.
Yeah.
What's a healthy bread?
I have to go look at it. So 31 carb, protein, 60 grams of protein.
And this?
You get 60 grams of protein in this entire pizza.
Which is
Now,
ridiculous
ours is a
for
little
such
bit
a
more.
tiny
Yeah, there we go. Let's
for
talk about
such a
that.
tiny, thin piece of thin crust pizza. 60 grams of protein.
You're getting 60 grams of protein. Now,
That's
you
why
could
I'm still
get-
full right now. I'm still
Here's the
full
thing.
right now.
You could get more than 60 grams of protein on a big meat lover's fucking pizza from fucking Papa John's, right?
Right.
But in addition to that protein you're getting a lot of fat,
Mhm.
a lot of fucking calories, a lot of carbs.
Yep.
This is much lower in all of that, and you're still getting an incredible amount of protein. If you wanted to put more meat, say you wanted to make your own meat lover's pizza, say you did this exact same recipe with the turkey pepperoni, and just like Oxford, and you wanted to then add a few slices of Canadian bacon, right? Then you wanted to add a little bit of ground,
I'm interested in the Canadian bacon with this, though.
Yeah.
That sounds like it would be really good, you know? Oxford said the pizza looks really good. Oxford, it was really good. Your pizza looked really good, too. So, but I like pizza, so I'm all about the pizza. Lori said, I want to make this pizza. Me too. Laura said, I hope you guys realize how much you help me and others. You are both very inspirational. I love
Well, thank
that,
you for
Lori. Laura, I really love that, and I hope that we can continue this. Like we're all in this together. That's what it's about. We're all in this together. There's nothing more that needs to be said about that.
And like
that's why we're
sometimes
here.
when we're feeling like, because I mean, we feel the same way. We have our ruts, we have our downs, ups and
Yeah.
downs. But I don't know about you, but sometimes I think of the people that I help and I go, I got to keep going because I don't want to let them down. Here I am talking all this shit, you know what I mean, about how to be a better person, how to, blah, 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 live a healthier lifestyle.
Mhm.
If I crash, what's that say to them?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I do it for myself, but also I want to make sure that everybody that's watching this too, that's like hanging in there with us, we're all, like you said, we're all in this shit together. We all have our bad days, but let's fucking learn from them and keep it going.
Exactly.
We added Parmesan.
Mhm.
So with the Parmesan, it's 450 calories, 7.5 grams of fat, still 31 carbs because the Parmesan cheese didn't add any carbs,
Parmesan's not
and
bad.
62 grams of protein.
Parmesan doesn't hurt.
So we're
Not a lot.
62
Not as
grams
much
of
as I was
protein,
thinking, you know?
450 calories, only 7.5 grams of fat, 31 carb. I didn't add up the fiber
I think the fiber is only coming from the wrap. So out of 8 carbs, so 2 grams of fiber, so you're looking at 4. So you can cut that out. This doesn't have that much fiber in it.
Okay. All right, let's time out. Okay, because he didn't cut that shit.
I
the
didn't.
fuck out.
This one, the one.
All right.
piece.
So I tried to kayfabe cut the fucking fiber a little bit. You can definitely get a lot of fiber intake from certain wraps or certain pizza doughs that you can create yourself that are very low in calorie and everything. This did not have as much fiber, but even still without as much fiber as I thought it was going to have, you're still got 31 carb is nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
And Rick Morris wants to know, how long do you cook? How long do you cook it for, and at what temperature?
So I always do for this. Typically, when I make my flatbread pizzas, I don't always use lavash, but I typically go 400 degrees, and I do it for about 15 minutes. 400 degrees I find is like the sweet spot. 15 minutes is a good time. Like I said, when you preheat the oven, you get it on 400. When it reaches temperature, take your flat and stick it in the oven for about 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Keep an eye on it because you just want it to get crispy. Because like I was saying earlier, for those who maybe didn't hear what I said earlier, if you just load up all your toppings on the flatbread and then shove it in the oven, the outsides are going to get really crispy because all your toppings on top. The inside is not going to be like the middle part of the flat is not going to be that crispy. It's going to be flimsy. Right. So you want to toast it in the oven a little bit, just to get it a little crispy. Then put all your toppings on. I would say 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. If you want it a little more, like well done, like maybe you want it more crispy, leave it for a couple minutes longer. If you want it less than that, leave it a little less. 12 minutes will probably do just fine too. It's whatever you like. You know what I mean?
It has, yeah.
Got a lot of fiber in it, damn it. So what do you think?
Great.
That's pretty healthy.
I'm gonna make it. I'm definitely gonna make this. This is gonna be part of the deal.
I want more, but I'm full.
Where,
but
it's like it's not even a cheat meal. It's like a legit meal.
It's a legit meal. You're getting 62 grams of protein. You're getting only 31 grams of carbs. Like that's nothing. You know what I mean?
I'm not
400
feeling good to
calories.
eat this.
Yeah, and that's not a cheat meal. That's a legit
You
meal.
can limit yourself pretty easily.
Like you're not too many calories, not too many carbs, just a legit anabolic meal.
Because you're still eating a whole pizza. Technically, it's not a big giant pizza that I would normally do, but this is pretty.
But the regret that you have after eating a whole giant pizza as compared to an anabolic pizza.
Oh my God, I know.
I mean, that's like
We've
instead of right. That's what I was about to say. Instead of like spending those nights by the fire, sitting there eating pizza from all over the place. We've eaten pizza from all over the place and spent. Not to mention, how much money did you spend overall for all 4 of our pizzas?
All those pizzas.
For all 4 of our pizzas, how much did you spend?
Let's see. It was close to. Are you talking about the one night your family was here, or just for ours?
Tonight. I'm saying.
Oh no, tonight.
I'm saying how much did I'm comparing the two.
I thought you were
so like let's talk about how much for a normal pizza, and then how much you spent on the anabolic pizza tonight, and how much healthier the anabolic pizza is than just regular pizza.
When you and I used to be our little ritual, our little habit that we did every week.
We're bad boys sometimes.
We would both get 2 large pizzas from somewhere, and it would typically cost around $20 to $25 for those
like
2 large pizzas. About $25 for those 2 large pizzas. Think about the nutrition breakdown of that shit. You know what I mean? For this, for the flatbread, the sauce, the pepperoni, the cheese, $11 and some change.
Right.
We spent $11 and some change on these ingredients.
And it's healthier.
And it's much healthier.
It's more filling.
So we're just gonna we're almost at the end here, guys. Thanks for sticking in and tuning in and sticking with us watching this video. Hopefully you guys got a lot of good info and some good entertainment out of it too. Because we had a good time filming it.
Yep. Would this satisfy your craving if you were craving pizza?
That's what I was about to say. Absolutely. And the thing is, so far it's pretty filling too. And with that high amount of protein, I feel like
he needs to stop talking with his mouth full of food.
The cravings probably aren't going to be as bad
because you have more protein in you anyway. So it's like,
I live life
That's
on
really
the
good.
edge.
And here's the thing: it's not like you can never eat regular pizza again. Obviously, if you want to go crazy. But when you're trying to, when you have certain goals, and you just, you look at things like, oh, keto, or I gotta fucking do this, or like I joke all the time, eat chicken
what
rice
type of
ramen.
gimmick? Yeah, whatever
like-
gimmick people diet.
Yeah, or Dr. Oz tells you what he needs you to do, right?
I was not playing with that pizza.
I
I was not playing. I was done filming. I just wanted to eat.
I'm glad you like
And
it.
it's like, then you try it, then you like intermittent fast, or you starve yourself, or you only eat grass, whatever. These diets aren't sustainable because it takes an incredibly strong, like mentally strong, capable person to stick to one of those diets long term, make it part of their lifestyle. And to those who do that, good for them. If it works for them, it works for them. But for the average person like us, like we need something that we can stick to where we don't feel like we're starving ourselves. We don't feel like we're missing out. We can still hit our goals.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what this type of diet does for you. It makes you feel like you're cheating. It makes it feel like you shouldn't be eating this.
It does.
But you
Yeah,
can.
that's the
I
important
felt
part.
like I
And
was
this is
cheating. I
something-
felt like I wasn't dieting. I felt like
You felt like it was a Friday night.
I felt
you
like it was
were
a Friday
having pizza.
night. It was a Friday night try, and we're gonna try out. Where are we gonna try pizza from tonight?
And
Baby?
that's the thing. I wanted to like get that point across was that like and I'm not going to repeat too much of what I just said, but I just want to kind of reiterate that like those keto diets and all those fad diets and all that stuff, like that's great if it works for those few people that it actually works for. Like whatever works for you, you need to do that. Do what works for you. But I genuinely eat French toast and fucking pizza every goddamn day. You know what I mean? Like what kind of, if you saw some guy that's getting fucking ripped in the gym and you ask him, hey man, how do you look that way? And he tells you, oh, I eat French toast and fucking pizza every day. You would look at him like he has 8 other heads growing out of his arm. You know what I mean? Like you would be like, what are you talking about? But that's where they're like, you have to make the smarter choices. And our next recipe video is going to be the OG, the one that started it all. We're making anabolic French toast.
Yeah.
So that's coming up next. So anabolic French toast. Who would have thunk you could lose weight, get shredded, and eat French toast?
And each
Come on.
toast.
I'm here to
You
tell
can
you.
stick
do
with
it.
long term.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's what's important, is having something you can stick with long term.
All right, well, there we go. You got the breakdown. Not as much fiber as we thought, but plenty of protein. Calories are just right. I feel like this was
Once again, chew your mouth, swallow it, and then talk, Ronald.
pizza. I'm definitely going to do this one again.
Yeah, and as far as the fiber thing goes, the fiber is up in the teams. I just didn't get the exact numbers for it. This does have a fair amount of fiber in it.
Man. I was hungry.
I didn't total it up.
And it was
Everything's
pizza?
already
I
put
hate
away.
waiting.
I don't feel like getting it back out. But if you make this yourself, just like we made it, you can add it up. But this does have fiber. Fiber is good. It fills you up, keeps you fuller longer,
Right.
and it helps your digestive system, all that stuff.
All that stuff.
So I'm glad you like it.
I
Hopefully,
finished mine.
hopefully Ralph likes it too, and we'll be back at you with another one.
Wow. So, yeah, that was exactly what that needed to be. And that, spoiler alert, Ralph absolutely loved his pizza
Ralph
too,
wolfed
man.
his shit
He
down.
wolfed his shit down probably faster than I did. I wolfed mine down, and I couldn't get enough. It was too good for me. Lori said that French toast.
French toast is coming up next, and that doesn't take nowhere near as long
It's
to
not bad at all.
That's going to be exciting, guys. Especially like once you see the little hacks that you can make. You know what I mean? So we're going to film going to the grocery store again to buy the stuff for French toast. It's not as many. Well, it's not that many in ingredients. I can't talk. But we had fun filming at the store. We're going to do that again.
A little bit of everything.
Yep, and we're going to get in the kitchen. We could either do it here or we can do it at the other place.
Either way, we have a lot of content that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing. We're going to be bringing you guys in with not only our food stuff, but with, like I said, I was talking about earlier, my went for a walk got lost, our shred shed, We have Spinning Venom Radio, and also, just so that you guys understand, Spinning Venom Radio also has Bob Hollywood. Go back and watch some of the Bob Hollywood shows. Bob Hollywood always has a crazy opinion on anything and everything. And Rick the Gamer, we used to call him Rick the Gamer. I think he's grown out of that. I guess Rick just wants to be Rick now.
I guess he does. I'm not sure what Rick wants
He's
to
more
be
into
called.
the nerd culture and all those types of things. And
Yeah. Rick is Rick. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what he wants to be called.
so we have a lot of stuff going on, and it's hard to keep up with. And sometimes I question myself, why do we do this to ourselves? But yet here we are having a great night, and I think that this was an awesome night with everybody. Thank you guys for joining us for the Friday night try again. Jimbo, if you have anything else, we'll go through the comments one more time before we check out.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like you said, I mean, we're content creators, right? So we're constantly searching for more content. So if you guys have any ideas for us, maybe there's a meal that you guys are thinking right now in your head.
Totally, yeah.
Pick your favorite cheat meal, right? And I want you guys either comment now, or you can shoot us a message or comment on the video after it posts, so that way I know that we'll see it. But if you guys have any recipes that you would like to see us do, throw them at me. Even if it's something that's not already up on like a different channel, I would like the challenge of going, okay, how can I take so-and-so's favorite meal and make it anabolic? How can I do it?
Right.
How can I turn Laura's
With all the
favorite
information
cheat
you have
meal
now.
or Oxford's favorite cheat meal into an anabolic meal, where it's no longer a cheat meal, it's no longer anything to feel guilty about.
It's something that they like.
Something you
that
can
they
like and
wanna
have
eat.
every day.
Right.
So we're definitely going to keep that content rolling for you, and I appreciate all you guys hanging out with us.
Awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're going to be back at it next week, of course. We always have the Friday night try. Tuesdays and Wednesdays going to be Spinning Venom Radio. I'm going to be doing some different streams going on. Me and Frank Thunder, we're going to have our philosophy and exercise science conversations that we have going on. I still have a few things to figure out with that, but we will get it figured out, and we will keep it rolling. So thank you guys for joining us. We will see you guys next week.
Rock and roll.
Oh wait, we
What
gotta go through the
Are we going through?
comments
Shit.
before we go. Jeez Louise. So Lori said, "Ooh, French toast." Yeah, that's what I said when Jimbo said that. Ooh, French toast. You damn right. I'm excited about that. And then Oxford said, "Very nice. I messed up my French toast because I forgot to spray non-stick on the pan."
Forgot to spray
non-stick. You were talking about that earlier. That was a big key earlier.
In the video you just watched, I was going to bring my food scale from home, and I forgot it. So that's why I was using a little measuring cup. Food scale is better. And get Pam. Just get regular old original Pam, 0 calorie, and just hit it real quick. Non-stick spray is heaven.
Right. And then, yep, so he said, I do French toast. He had a viewer request for a French toast video. That'll be awesome, Oxford. Maybe we'll do another double video where we'll do Oxford's video and then we'll do
Oxford's
our video.
Oxford's bringing the French toast to you. We're bringing the French toast to you.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to have French toast for fucking everybody.
We're going to keep it moving, man. And then his original, he was going to stop by just for a few minutes. Thank you thanks, Oxford, for hanging around, brother.
Fuck yeah, man.
Good night, Lori. Good night, Lori. Rick Morris, I love, went for a walk, got lost. Then, brother, we were bringing it back. I have so much footage from so many different places. I just didn't have the time to sit down and edit it. Instead of editing it, we're going to do this stuff live, and we're going to show this stuff live, so we're going to go. And then Laura said, good night, guys. And then Bob Hollywood said, Suwoo. So there we go. Love you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful night.